goodness. Tony Bennett, Frank Sinatra, Dick Mango. What a performer.
Thanks, Dick.
Welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. As everyone on the radio has ever said, good morning. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick McGee.
He's over there ready to serenade us. There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
I am Chick McGee. That's Josh Arnold.
Chickster.
And here comes Tom Griswold with various bees in his bonnet.
Oh, yeah?
Morning. Oh, yeah.
What do you got a buzzing over there?
He's all cranked up.
We got the Loch Ness Monster. We got the lady divorcing the ghost that she married.
It didn't work out for those crazy kids?
It didn't.
We got the UFO guy. Oh, he is beside himself about this UFO guy.
We got a Tic Tac thing that makes Tide Pods look like a great idea.
TikTok.
They did say tic tac in the testimony, I guess. Someone confused it and didn't know what they were talking about, so they said Tic Tac.
On the Tic Tac? Okay.
On the Tic Tac, yeah.
Well, we've got sodium tetraborate, blah, out there in the world.
That's bad news. Bad news.
Yeah. You know that can turn your stool a blue-green?
Oh.
There we go. Now
we should try this and take videos
about
it. Oh, wait. That's the issue.
Oh, wait a minute. It's poison. I'm sorry. We've got that coming up.
Oh, other than it's poison, you would try it?
No, I don't take any medical tips from TikTok.
What about the dye that we use for Easter eggs? Those are like in little pills. You put them in the water.
It's just food coloring, isn't it?
Yeah. If you chug down some food coloring, will that
a little pause
change the?
I think it does.
Just eat some beets.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah,
but isn't that boring? Have some beet juice, and you'll look like you're bleeding out.
Wouldn't you want a nice pastel?
Chick, do colored tortilla chips? Tortilla chips of color.
Yeah.
Do they change your?
I don't know.
So.
I know that we had the story. Burger King for Halloween had
they had the black buns,
and it turned your
purple, wasn't
movement.
it?
Well, it was a different color.
Yeah.
But it wasn't black. It was like
green or something else.
Green or purple.
Green.
I know. We live in a culture in which people actually bleach their anuses. So
I'm not
maybe that's the next big thing.
I'm not
designer turds.
Very common.
What if you have an especially dark ring? The Devil's Donut. What if you have that and are very self-conscious about it?
I mean, maybe if you're an anus model for some...
Well, sure.
What color is yours? Do you know?
It has been quite a while since I've checked it out. However, with the iPhone, it makes it really easy. And the selfie stick. But
brown iPhone.
It has been a while. How long's it been since you checked yours out?
I really
don't. You have your head up there every now and then?
I have a qualified physician that does certain tests on a basis of annual.
I think I would think, and I think you'd agree that Josh probably looks at his most often, right?
I haven't seen mine since I saw a photo of it. A medically.
What was the name of the magazine again?
Deep Inside.
Blue Boy. Anal Digest.
Blue Boy. Remember that?
Remember that?
That was the magazine for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Blue Boy. Who came up with that title?
No, they showed me some photos from a colonoscopy I had done. And,
okay.
And they start on the outside, like they hover. Like, do they have a? Does the opening thing is a drone shot of the freeway and then the hospital?
They took a photo of the. I guess
entrance.
The camera in me, because a big cord was coming out of me.
Oh my Lord!
So.
Oh, really? They used the 220?
No, I think it's 4.
It's got a GFI on it, in case you know.
And all the nurses taking selfies.
It's got to be
next to it.
Yeah.
Got to be 4K by now, I would think. Right?
The photos were very good.
Oh, yeah. Full color.
But it looked okay.
Well, there's no color inside there, right? There's no light. So.
Well, the tissue still has a nice hue. We're talking about this. Why again? I forgot why we. Because we have the morons on TikTok doing something stupid again. We'll get to that coming up. And for you, Josh, once again, we have the lady who married the ghost. We have Loch Ness Monster news.
Okay, important stuff.
And 'tis the season for heat. We got plenty of that. An interesting story about the temperature of the Atlantic Ocean coming up. Ohio State's fair has something special. The Ohio State Fair.
They every year, when I was a kid, they would have arguments with the Texas State Fair, which State Fair was bigger.
Really?
And Ohio State Fair was consumed by it. And they, even if it was like one exhibition short, they would add that so they could proclaim themselves the biggest state fair in the United States.
The big thing now is every state fair has unusual food items.
Right.
Yeah.
They all do that, which is fun. Right. And we'll be talking about some of those food items coming up. And the Ohio State Fair is no exception to that rule. They have some interesting stuff going on over there. Pat, how are you doing over there?
Good, real good.
Okay.
Real good.
Want to get some songs out of you today?
Sure.
Okay.
Wasn't the Ohio State Fair where Bob met Lobster Boy? When he and Bob actually made plans to have dinner with Lobster Boy after Lobster Boy performed. And this was, back in the 60s, 70s.
I don't remember
What
this
did
story.
Lobster Boy do?
No, a Lobster Boy had a Cadillac and a gorgeous wife.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he had the world by the ass. It was an amazing...
By the claw?
Yeah.
He had some unusually shaped hands.
Sure, of course.
But he was making money hand over
Claw.
and, Cadillacs and fine
On
women.
a much happier note, we do have deviled egg news from the Ohio State Fair that we'll be getting to.
Skeeved out by Lobster Boy.
Well, how do you think the eggs get cut in half? Okay.
We have peanuts in the news. They're not. What are peanuts? A vegetable?
It's a legume, aren't they?
Whatever that is.
Peanut news.
Certainly not vegetable.
Pat, when we come back, I'd like you to
grow on a bush.
Play that new song. Actually, it's kind of a song you've had in your quiver there for a while. The tribute to Elon Musk.
Oh, okay.
Because Elon has renamed Twitter X. The tradition of debranding a product. I don't get it, but that's a nice song. I really enjoyed it. We'll come back with that. Also coming up today, we have interesting stuff in the news, and we've only gotten about 3 news stories in all week.
Well, we've got
a lot of sports coming up.
Sports is crazy packed today. So
These are all the stories we haven't done this week.
Oh, it's quite a stack.
Yeah.
But coming up today, we got the furry puss caterpillar in the news.
The furry puss caterpillar?
The furry puss.
It's called the furry puss?
It's called the furry puss.
Those were big in the 80s, right?
Yeah, these days,
you don't see
very
them.
hard to find.
Actually, I did some research on that because we brought it up yesterday. It's coming back.
I was going to say,
in a big way.
I don't mind it, but I really appreciate.
Ladies are pretty much tired of the waxing and the razoring and the
down to the hardwoods is a real.
So does that mean dental floss sales are going up?
Down to the hardwoods.
Yes. Hi, I'm Roger Patui. That's all happening right now. What's happening is the importance of you being safe and feeling great at your house.
Peace of mind, Tom. That's what we're
You can buy
about.
it, can you?
Yes, you can. And I'm excited to tell you about SimpliSafe, my do-it-yourself, design-it-yourself home security system. SimpliSafe has now 24/7 live guard protection, and it's all made possible by their new gadget, SimpliSafe's new Smart Alarm wireless indoor camera. With a Fast Protect monitoring plan, you can have peace of mind. If an intruder breaks into your home, SimpliSafe monitoring agents can actually see, speak to, and deter said intruder through the camera, warning them that they're being recorded and that police are on their way. The new camera, also the only indoor security camera that can trigger the alarm and instantly deter intruders with a built-in siren. Plus, it can sense the difference between potential intruders and pets. And 24/7 live guard protection and the new Smart Alarm indoor camera work seamlessly as part of the entire SimpliSafe security system. Keep your whole home safe from break-ins, fires, flooding, and more. And freezing cold temperatures, they have one of those, and carbon monoxide detectors. SimpliSafe has it all, and professional monitoring starts at under $1 a day. And right now, Bob and Tom Show listeners, you get a deal, a special 20% off any SimpliSafe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. It's a huge offer for a limited time. Just visit SimpliSafeTom.com. That's SimpliSafeTom.com. And remember, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Okay, special teaser, audio teaser. I want you to listen to something here. This is really interesting. This is the teaser.
Cuando yo regreso de un día muy duro de trabajo.
When I get home from a hard day's work,
Yo cojo por todos los ambientes que puedo.
Any
He
thoughts?
says he likes to crowd for all the gusto he can get.
I don't think I've heard
¿Por
this
qué?
before.
Solo se hace la vuelta una vez nada más.
Wait.
Because you only go around one time.
Okay, here comes the big hint.
Okay. Once around life, once around living.
I have no idea what
Sounds like Steely
this
Dan.
is.
It totally slipped into Steely Dan.
Yeah.
Oh, it is Steely Dan.
What is it? We're going to find out. It's something.
It sounds like a beer
Somebody brought
commercial.
up earlier yesterday.
It could be. It could be. We'll find out when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, he's Bob. I'm Bob. And he's Tom. And I'm Tom. What is it, Tom?
San Francisco's gay Jewish congregation, Shah Ar-Zahav, has dedicated its new synagogue. This is true, with 2 members engaging in the ceremonial blowing of the ram's horn.
KIZZFM. Kiz. Lucky that doesn't start with a J.
Stop it!
Dr. Ruth, can I get pregnant when a man undresses me with his eyes?
Only if he's cockeyed.
Golly, Earl.
That might be a pretty good idea.
I killed my wife when I'd wanted to. I'd be out of jail by now.
Dr. Ruth, when I'm dancing, what part of my body should not move?
Your bowels.
I got some DAP butt crack filler putty back here. We'll just fill that crack right in there, Bob.
Comedian Tim Allen. Oh, God.
Using laxatives and a rectal scope, doctors were able to collect evidence over a period of 4 days.
I must have one.
Rectal scope is a mouthwash.
Your color's back to your face? Oh, I was gray this morning. So is yours, Tony. Tony, you're... I'm sorry.
Thank you. I've got to go. You're gaining weight. My wife, when the first time she was pregnant, all I saw of her for 9 months was her ass hanging out of a refrigerator.
And if you believe that, I can't say that. Bishop Emeritus Frederick W. Freaking, who headed the Roman Catholic Diocese. That's his name. He was 85.
Did they have to pull the freaking plug?
Hey, boys, this is the Pope. I gotta go to the freaking funeral.
More increase his salary if we're going to get him to do it right. You're right. Art, I know one of your favorite words is yes. Is that correct? Yes. Yes.
2 days. And NBC is using Dolly Parton's version of We Are the Champions, We Will Rock You for its coverage of the Olympic Games Paris, which begin 1 year from yesterday. That song will appear on Parton's upcoming album, Rockstar, which she decided to make when she was unexpectedly inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That comes out November 17th. And you're right, the titles seem to be in wrong order, but not in Parton's version. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining. Central Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, gang, it's Ken Tarmac.
Hey!
Hey, we just landed. I got a call on the white courtesy phone. I'll tell you what.
What?
Corporate has spy goggles today. They can find me anywhere.
Really?
So I'm on the plane. I'm on the 620 guy. Like I was saying, I'm next to some guy that kept going on and on and on today.
Yeah.
And almost ruined. Oh, gosh. Oh, I have another phone call.
You do?
Oh, and it's Tobic.
Uh-oh.
And I don't want to take this one.
Why not?
Hey, you want to hear a trick?
Well, okay.
Watch how I lose them. All you have to do is duplicate your voicemail greeting, and they have no idea it's not you.
Oh, okay.
Just listen to this.
All right.
I'm going to click over.
Okay.
Listen,
All
I've
right.
got to memorize it, though.
Okay.
Okay, hang tight. Hi, you've reached gold level sales leader Kenneth Tarmac. I'm sorry I can't take your call at the moment. but your call is very important to me. I check messages every quarter hour unless in flight, in which case I'll answer upon landing. So after the tone, please leave me your name, 2 numbers, and a brief message. Or you can Skypage, text, or preferably email me at ktar_closer.com. He's still talking.
Is he talking?
Yeah, he's still chatting me up. Oh, God. I'll catch you later. I'm going to get enough of this.
All right, bye.
We just landed and I pulled it off again.
Oh, you did?
I don't believe I called Bob.
Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Pardo. You recognize my voice from the show and my face from television. You are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
As I continue to work, with these people and certain occasions will come up, like Shatner, of course, I've been doing for many, many years. And so now there's another level of our relationship where he's invited me to his home for Monday Night Football and that sort of thing. And I'm a huge, huge fan of his. You have to understand. So anything is surreal. But let me tell you,
Monday Night Football.
You haven't
Shatner.
You haven't lived till you've seen William Shatner staring at the TV screen in the crunch of a Monday Night Football moment and see Captain Kirk say, "Stick 'em." It really is a surreal moment.
Man.
All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, sleeveless at the news desk.
Not for long.
We always keep it at 69 in
I
here.
know, but it's...
Really?
Comedically, it's the way to go.
That's absolutely right.
Oh, but it's the only thing we can agree on.
Always,
breeze coming up.
Always even numbers.
Not.
Nope.
Well, if I put it to 70, then you guys say it's too hot. We go to 68, it's too cold.
Always odd numbers from my house.
Really?
Always
the compound.
Always even.
My car, always even.
Me too. 70, 72, all the time.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Willie Griswold on the road. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Josh Arnold's here.
Hi there.
And Josh is beside himself. He's very excited. We got Loch Ness and UFO all coming up today.
And ghosts. Man,
ghosts.
oh, man.
Ghosts getting divorced. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. One quick thing I want to mention, and I'll mention it several times today. People are asking if there's anything they can do in honor of our friend Ron Sexton, who was a big part of this show for a long time. He did the voices and created the characters, Donnie Baker, Kenny Tarmac, Floyd. He did a tremendous Tony Soprano, a lot of other great stuff. I was talking to the great Frank Caliendo, tremendous impressionist, and Frank was saying how Ron's Morgan Freeman was the best out there, et cetera, et cetera. Anyway, Ron is gone. He died last week suddenly, and people are kind of wondering anything they can do in his honor. And there is actually... Ron's widow has asked that if you want to make a donation, make it to an organization that they're called Honor Flights. This is a really cool program. They provide no-cost trips to Washington, D.C. for veterans of Vietnam, Korea, World War II, to visit the memorials that have been built in their honor. It's the Honor Flight program. The one that Ron's widow has asked you make donations to is IndyHonorFlight.org. Or just go to honorflight.org, and we'll have that posted on the various Bob and Tom social media sites. And by the way, the website has a bunch of clips of various things with Ron and the characters. If you are curious, and a lot of them are amazing. So anyway, now on a much less serious note,
yes,
we're going to get a song out of Pat in just a second.
Back to our breads and butters.
But first, I gave you a little bit of a hint. This was something that was released last week. This is, I'll just play a little
last
part
week?
Of it. Yeah.
Huh.
And I'll play a little bit of it, then I'll tell you what it is.
Once around life, once around living, once around beer and keep around schlitz. Come along and take the best that life's giving. Once around beer and you keep around schlitz.
It's a Schlitz beer commercial.
Yeah, it is.
And it's very clear. It's Steely Dan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And apparently Donald Fagen and Walter Becker, this is quite old. They made this kind of what they call a spec spot, a commercial, and submitted it, and Schlitz ended up not using it.
Why?
I mean, it's amazing, and it gets better.
Well, not everybody's a Steely Dan fan, but if you are, that's a great jingle.
Man, isn't that? I am a Steely Dan
okay.
fan.
But it's just amazing. And apparently their famous engineer, Roger Nichols, was going through some stuff and found this. And I assume he has Mr. Fagan's permission. I'm not sure. But it's floating around the internet
They
now.
used a questionable word. That's why it wasn't used.
Well, the beginning of it, I want to say it's the spoken part. And I think it's Skunk Baxter, the guitarist, doing gibberish Spanish. And am I correct in saying Skunk, wasn't his father like the ambassador to Mexico? Didn't he grow up in Mexico City?
I think so.
Something like something. I don't know. I'll have to do some homework. But it's gibberish Spanish, and apparently one of the words has a double meaning. So I'll play that part. It's.
Cuando yo regreso de un día muy duro de trabajo.
That part.
When I get home from
I don't even know if that's Spanglish. I don't know what that is, but it's apparently that was part of the reason they didn't use it.
Well, they were kind of casually involved in the advertising world because that's how they found Michael McDonald, isn't it? Like they heard him trying to be a background singer or sing jingles or something.
I thought Michael McDonald was hired as a keyboard guy. And then they heard him sing, and they went, what the hell?
Yeah, maybe.
In any event, that is Steely Dan, and it's terrific. If you just know Steely Dan from... What's their most famous song? Ricky, Don't Lose That Number.
Ricky or
Dirty Work.
Kid Charlemagne, my favorite.
That is a mess.
I love that. Deacon Blues. In any event.
Deacon Blues isn't ever played on the radio.
What? Deacon Blues?
I've never heard that played on the radio.
You've never heard Deacon Blues?
I've heard it plenty of times, but not played on the radio.
Yeah, we just played all the time.
I doubt you played it all the time. Your memories are wrong.
Time out.
Josh.
Ace, how long have you been in radio?
Over 40 years.
No, your memories on this are wrong.
Josh.
Were you not the music director?
I was the music director.
He was the music director.
I scheduled the music.
Yeah, I promise you didn't play Deacon Blues nearly as much as six other...
Now you're waffling.
6 other Steely Dan songs.
Wait a minute. When you scheduled the music, we had a card system, and you just had...
No. He was on
The card system went away in 84.
I don't believe that for a second. Now, I used the card system in 88, so don't tell me.
No, Bob and I used a system. Here's what we did. We looked at the cards, we ignored them, and played the songs that we liked.
Yeah, that's what you told me to do.
Yeah,
that's how I know there was a card system.
That's why our radio station was so successful. Oh, look, here's this turd. I'm not playing that one. Oh, look, I like this one.
Here's this turd.
Yeah. In any event, I'm
glad that song got airplay. It's good.
This is, I mean, in the history, there are a number of very fine artists who have done commercials.
Oh, sure.
And in fact, now, I guess probably the most successful, most famous one may be Bob Seger, Like a Rock. When that came out, I believe that turned around sales of those particular trucks.
Wasn't the Carpenters, one of their songs used for a bank or something early on, right?
What?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm. Like Close to You or something.
Oh, probably. But here, this is the Steely Dan thing.
Way more popular than Bob Seger, I think.
Are you trying to start a fight?
Absolutely.
Here we go.
Cuando yo regreso de un
Hey, let's not play this
Starts
part
like
anymore.
that. Okay, calm down.
Once around life, once around living, once around beer and keep around Schlitz.
This is great. All those Steely Dan cool jazz chords.
Sounds like Can't Buy a Thrill era.
At what point?
It was. Sorry.
It was? So had Can't Buy a Thrill come out?
Yeah, this is early Steely Dan, but their stuff is so great. That
I've contended that anybody who hadn't ever heard Can't Buy a Thrill, you go there and start listening to it, and you ask, what year is this made? You have no idea. It could have been made yesterday.
It's great.
So anyway.
And is this the greatest hits? That's sometimes how I feel.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, it's out there. A little bit of Steely Dan news for you.
All I know is that Deacon Blues wasn't played nearly as often on the radio.
As Do It Again? Of course it wasn't.
But yeah.
How long you been in radio, Ace?
Over 40 years.
Not as long as me.
Josh, how long you been on the show?
Not as long as Chick.
Okay. Wait a minute.
Very few people get to be this age.
Wait a second.
Okay?
Hold on a second. Just wait a minute. Wait, hold the phone. What is today's date? Isn't your anniversary on the show coming up in
About a week
a
or
few
two?
days?
Yeah, I think so.
What was your first day in the air?
See this?
August 1st.
It's
next week.
It's next Tuesday,
week.
right?
And that'll be what? That'll be the beginning of year 8?
Beginning of year 7.
This all means that the one-man band guy's not coming back because you'd have had it already scheduled if that was going to happen, and now he's not.
We got to get him.
Well, that's just great.
It's also state fair season. He's probably
he's probably
busy. Yeah, okay.
Well, he was here last year.
Because he was also here for the state fair.
So you've been here 6 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you know that the programming of the Steely Dan based on...
I went through some of the old logs. Yeah, it was amazing how not I saw. Let's see how little I saw Deacon Blues.
You know, they call Alabama the Crimson Tide.
I've heard that.
Yeah, they have.
Call me Deacon Blues. Okay. So anyway, I'm not sure if the Steely Dan people or engineers are going to release some thing of obscurities. I hope they do. I can't get enough. It's tremendous stuff. And then I went down the Steely Dan hole. You know what they started listening to FM and
a rare misstep.
You don't like that song?
Was that done for the movie?
Yes, it was the
FM?
only good thing about the movie.
You don't like that song?
I don't like that song.
We're going to fight.
I don't know
static at all.
I think
my
favorite.
Steely Dan is corny.
That's your favorite?
That was my favorite.
Really? Steely Dan is one of those bands where everybody, I think, has a song they can't stand of theirs, even though we all love them.
That's an
I'm trying to
interesting
think which one
observation.
it would be.
The one that you can't
Mine is
stand.
green earrings. I don't like green earrings.
Green earrings? I don't even know that song.
I don't like green earrings. I don't like bad sneakers.
Wait a minute. So we're talking about a band we love, and you're just talking about the ones you don't like?
Well, it's always one or
what are you
two.
turning into me?
Here's a, you taught me how. Here's a deep cut from Steely Dan. I don't know if you've heard this one.
Oh, you red scarf catches your eye.
Well, you're going back now.
I'd like to apologize to Donald Fagen for...
You are going way back.
This is not Steely Dan. Ship. Hit that P, buddy.
You has made me bananas. Yeah.
That song is so insane.
That was kind of a hit, by the way.
It was.
Who sang that?
Guy Marks.
That was a hit when?
Yeah,
in
what era?
1928?
60s, late 60s.
Really? It was one of those like throwbacks?
No.
Yes.
Wasn't it later than that?
Really?
No.
Did everybody sing like that back then?
No, it was a knockoff of...
Why are you asking me? We're the same
Did you play that more than you played Deacon Blues?
Okay. All right, I'm sorry I brought it up.
Steely Dan's 20 greatest songs ranked.
Uh-oh. Where's FM?
Is FM on there?
21.
By the way,
Bad Sneakers is number 6.
Oh, boy, that guy's deaf who
Bad
makes
Sneakers and a pina colada.
What's number 1?
Peg.
No, number 1.
I like Peg.
That's not bad, but
And Kid Charlemagne second?
Oh, yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Charlemagne.
Oh, yeah.
Deacon Blues was third, John.
Yeah, baby.
Larry, what's his name?
No, Peg
Carlton.
does not belong up there.
It does not belong.
By the way, Steely Dan is opening for the Eagles on a number of the Eagles dates on the Eagles' last
Yeah,
tour.
I'll be seeing that show.
By the way, Steely Dan fans, Donald Fagen has an interesting book called Eminent Hipsters. I'm going to rarely would I do this. I only recommend the first half of the book, which is great, and then it turns awful.
Awful?
Well, he gets cranky.
Oh, he hates the audience, he hates touring, and it becomes the worst read you've ever had. So
Oh, wow.
read the first half, it's great, and then throw it away. Okay, now, where were we? Oh, Pat, are we going to get that song out of you?
It's up to you, boss.
Oh, here's another. I'm finding all these Steely Dan songs.
Oh, some deep cuts?
Really?
Yeah, this is exciting.
Oh, God. Now, there's actually a tie-in here. There's a tie-in here.
Lou Rawls and Steely Dan?
No, Lou Rawls did a Budweiser commercial.
Oh, really?
It's a tie-in?
I vaguely remember that.
Well,
What kind of brain do you have?
I have an accurate one. Remembers things the way they happen.
Remember the movie Leaving Las Vegas?
Yes.
I love that.
Absolutely.
But do you remember the scene where Elizabeth Shue gets in a cab and Lou Rawls is the cab driver?
No.
Yeah.
Is he in that
He's the
movie?
cab driver?
Yes. And I
you
remember watching it going, is that Lou Rawls? And then I waited, and yes, it is.
Well, he must be like Figus's best friend or something, right?
Yeah, it must have been.
And
Sometimes, did you ever notice in Silence of the Lambs?
Yeah, the concerned cabbie is how he's listed here. And
Remember in Silence of the Lambs, they get in the elevator?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know what cameo you're talking about.
Yeah, that very distracting.
Chris Isaac.
It's,
Right?
it's Chris Isaac. Like,
that's how I felt about the Lou Rawls cameo.
Yeah,
this is weird.
Suddenly it takes you out of. Yeah.
You know what was
this conversation started because Steely Dan attempted to do a Schlitz commercial, which is amazing.
With a name like Schlitz.
It's gotta be good.
Let me play a little bit of it again. This is so great.
Once around life, once around living, once around beer and keep around Schlitz. Come along and take the best that life's giving.
The lyrics aren't.
Once around beer and you'll keep around Schlitz.
Is it once around beer, you'll keep around
Schlitz?
And according to the article I read, Fagan and Becker, they didn't take any advice from Schlitz. They did exactly what they wanted and had their lyrics. But Lou Rawls, who you just brought up, did the When You Say Bud radio jingle.
When you say Bud.
Yeah. Get this to come up
Pat,
here.
do you have a Steely Dan tribute?
TV channel. Sorry. Trying to find
the beginning of that fastball song.
Yeah, I love that song too. I can't find the Budweiser jingle. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
No, keep looking for it on the air. That's good radio.
What is once?
That's what you do constantly. Sorry, I thought it was. Pat.
Yes, sir.
Do you want to do your song now?
Sure.
Okay. Now,
I dare you.
We need a little background on this. Apparently, Elon Musk is changing the name of Twitter to X. Is that correct?
Oh, I thought he had a Steely Dan tribute. We've been talking about it for so long. He did change it to X. He did it on Monday. And now instead of tweets, he wants it to be X's.
Oh,
he wants you to be sending I got to send an X.
An X?
Yeah. Well, that's just stupid and not going to catch on.
No, it's not. But in his little mind.
So he finally fired the one guy that would say, "Hey, Elon, no."
Must have, yeah.
But I made this transition. Elon is not really good at naming things anyway.
No, but he and his baby mama were seen in Italy yesterday for the first time together in a long time.
Tom, how about that?
Which baby mama?
Grimes. Yes.
The fabulous singer.
Yeah.
Calls herself Grimes.
You love Grimes, don't you?
I don't even know. I know nothing about her, but I hate her because she named herself Grimes.
She calls herself C now.
Yeah, she does.
C?
Yeah.
Well,
what's that short for?
Yeah. Or is that what Elon calls her?
In any event, didn't they name their kid like XYZ Ash?
X-Ash-12.
What is it?
Interestingly,
X-Ash.
Tom, that's what this song is about.
Hello. I'm Patty Cash.
Patty?
Yeah.
Hi, Patty.
Well, my daddy left from Mars when I was 3 and didn't leave SpaceX to mon me. Just these rusty Tesla keys up on the shelf. He bought Twitter, then did SNL. But, Dad, what the hell? That doesn't explain why you name me X-A-12. Well, it's the year 2525, and thanks to science, I'm still alive. I found a note in that old Tesla addressed to me. It said, "Dear X-Ash, A-12, this is your dad Elon, and I'd like to delve into why we called you that ridiculous name. You see, I'm an eccentric billionaire, and your mom was a singer who used to be Claire. She wore crazy outfits, did art, now calls herself C. We smoked a lot of pot, and I forget, but I think we just picked from the alphabet, so don't blame all this naming nonsense entirely on me. Well, Dad, looking back, I think it's sort of mean, but being a Musk is kind of keen. Hell, I changed my name years ago to Sue. Changed a few other things, too. I am your daughter. How do you do?"
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you very much, Elon. And thank you, Patty. Patty Cash. Patty Cash.
I liked the.
They call the child X now. He's 3. They just call him X.
I thought it was hash there for
It says
or ash or something.
with their 3-year-old child X.
He's just calling everything X.
X, yeah. He's like George Foreman.
It's like the Smurf of the Musk world.
God. Okay, well, good.
I liked the subtle reference, if I may, to the song "In the Year 2525."
That was very nice. I like Delvin 12 in there, whatever. Very nice, Pat. Now, we have a bunch of cool stuff coming up.
Sports coming up. All kinds of sports.
UFOs, and I'm going to call them UFOs and not whatever they're calling them now, STDs or whatever.
You're going to be calling them next door neighbors. Is what you're going to be calling them.
We got the Loch Ness Monster ghosts. We got beavers in the news.
Beavers.
And dumb stuff from TikTok and penis news today. All coming up. Yeah, that's right. And right now, I want to remind you that the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Life can be very confusing. There's a lot of stuff coming at us. There are 1,000 channels on that TV you got over there. What are you going to watch? What are you going to do? You can't help everybody else. You got to help yourself first so you're okay and feeling better. That's where therapy comes in, and that's where BetterHelp is applying contemporary technology to the world of therapy. It's all about therapy that you do online, which means you can do it essentially on your phone. You can do it as if you're doing a Zoom call. Even you could do it as if you were texting. How does it work? Well, you fill out a brief questionnaire from BetterHelp, and you'll get matched with a licensed therapist. By the way, you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. So therapy can be your map, and the beauty of BetterHelp is convenience, because you can do your therapy when it works for you, because once again, it's done online. So you could use your phone, you could use your computer, whatever works for you. That's what it's all about, helping you out. So let therapy be your map with BetterHelp. You'll find out more at BetterHelp.com/BT show. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT show. By the way, 10% knocked off today if you go online and do that. BetterHelp.com/BT show. Now, the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp, and we are happy to move forward here with sports when we come back. Is that correct?
And romance is in the air.
Yeah. All right. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM.
Summer is upon us and the sun is blistering, and all of my valuables they turn up missing. Can't find my lawn chair, can't find my radio, can't find the yard brake, can't find the garden hose, can't find the cans to throw away the trash. Maybe I should cut the grass.
Yeah, maybe.
Fescue growing up higher and higher. Guess I went a little crazy with the fertilizer. Can't find the barbecue, can't find the meat, can't see the neighbor's house across the street. Couldn't find both hands if I use my ass. Maybe I should cut the grass.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
Should have got it earlier, but I'm allergic. Just too cheap to get a service ticket from the city for a violation. Neighbors think I'm dead or on a long vacation. Well, I got a new shiny riding mower with a 3-blade cutter and 2 cup holders. Where it's gone to is just bewildering. Went to ask my wife and children. Find her purse and keys, but they ain't come back. Maybe I should cut the grass. Got so quiet you can't hear the wind blow. And it's getting real shady around the upstairs windows. The dog just whimpers and won't go outside. And I sit up in my bed all night, listening to the lawn clawing at the glass. Maybe I should have cut the grass. Maybe I should have cut the grass. Maybe I should have.
All right. Very nice. Hey, what?
Hey,
You dog owners, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. Chew Works.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
ChewWorks has a hold to chew, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
ChewWorks.com.
Just read this? Okay. Is it Irma? Ima. Would the following person please report to my office? I'm a jackass. I'm a jack... Okay, fine. That's Friday morning on the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom! The Bob and Tom Show. Friday morning, 6 a.m. Eastern. Worldwide on bobandtom.com.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
I bet you were fun in school.
Had a good time at school.
Yeah, I bet the teachers loved you.
Yeah, they did. They did. Yeah, right. Yeah, I went to school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you about this. You look like you spend a lot of time lifting weights. Are you a fitness buff?
Oh, yeah, I like to pump a little iron, you know what I mean? I drink the protein shakes, take the vitamins, take the St. John's for my wart. I do the whole thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You got a wart, do you?
I like to go out and chalk up. The whole key is chalking up. You got to chalk up when you go. You got to chalk it up. I got the weight belt on. Chicks dig the weight belts. They dig the weight belts with a name on the back. You know, Steve. I don't know who Steve is, but he's missing his weight belt. Is that what you were waiting for? That's oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I like to pump it up. You got to be in top shape because I play golf.
You do.
You guys know the golf bit.
Oh, yeah.
I love golf. I play a lot
bit.
of golf. I got some new golf jokes. I play a lot of golf. Oh, yeah. Every hole, like 14,000 strokes. That's a lot of golf. You know what I mean? I look like a propeller out there just swinging away. I love golf. I swing with one hand. I don't even use 2 hands. I don't care. The instructor's always trying to change your grip. Like, yeah, you're not the boss of me. I hit that ball as hard as I can, walk 6 feet, and hit it again. Every hole I use the driver. Par 3, I don't want to see a 7-iron. I let the big dog eat. I grip and rip it. I got the weight belt on. Steve's playing some golf, baby. You give me a golf cart, a 12-pack, and a lake, I'll show you how to have fun all day. You ever wonder how far a golf cart can go in a lake before it sinks? You ever wonder? 13 feet. I love golf. What a sport. It's a good sport.
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
It's time once again for people who suck at small talk.
Hey, catch the big game last night?
Well, what truly is a game when you really think about it? I mean, it's merely a struggle for conquest between competing rivals in a match to attain victory, so they can feel superior about a relatively inconsequential endeavor.
Jeez, sorry I asked.
Join us again next time for people who suck at small talk.
Right now, Killer Bees joins us in the studio.
Bees, how you doing?
Real good, man. I get up a shopping list over here. My wife's eating in bed now. She's at that part of the pregnancy where they crave all this food. Some people have mirrors over the bed. We got a sneeze guard. Sleeping on those Posturepedic Sealamil, man. You ain't lived till you're making love and your wife says, "Go slow, I'm spilling my chili."
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Steak, yep.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chickster.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I am Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Where were we?
Thank you very much, Chick. Yeah, before we get back to
sports, that's where we were.
I want to read a quick letter here. We were talking about these the Honor Flight program, which is a really cool thing. They typically it's a one-day, no-cost trip to Washington, D.C. for veterans of World War II, Korea, and Vietnam to visit the memorials over by the Washington Monument. Got this nice letter here from Justin. He said, last year I got to take part in an honor flight with my dad, a Vietnam veteran, just like your dad, Josh. He goes, I thought it was going to be just show up at the airport, checked out the memorial, turn around and go home. He goes, nope. There was a ton of work that the honor flight people put into this every step of the way. There are times you would think the plane or bus was carrying a fallen soldier or the president. It was welcomed on arrival. So Justin writes he was honored to be part of it. And the reason I'm bringing this up is we've had a lot of people ask about if they can make some kind of a donation in honor of Ron Sexton.
Ron was a big fan of the honor flight. He took his dad on the honor flight. And one of our listeners actually sent me an X this morning about how he was honored to be on that flight with Ron and his dad. Yeah.
So if you want to be part of that, you can go to honorflight.org for information or indiehonorflight.org and make a donation in Ron's memory if you'd like. And Ron was on this show, better known as Floyd or Donnie Baker, et cetera, et cetera. We're going to feature a couple things from Ron coming up a little bit later on. Ron sadly died last week suddenly. Now, on a much lighter note, this show is going to be coming to you from a special location next Friday, but it reminds me that we do have news coming up about the Ohio State Fair and the food at the Ohio State
But right
Fair.
now we have sports, Tom, and the U.S. women's national soccer team. They didn't win yesterday. No, but they didn't lose.
Oh, tie again.
Soccer.
It's like kissing your sister. Oh, that red pepper.
Does that mean they have to do a rematch?
Lindsey Horan scored a revenge goal after being knocked around in the second half, and the United States squeezed out a 1-1 draw with the Netherlands at the Women's World Cup in Wellington, New Zealand, where the beef comes from. The Dutch struck early with Jill Roerid's first half goal to surprise the Americans.
Well, it's not fair because they can kick harder with those wooden shoes.
Yeah, I don't know why they allow that.
Yeah, that's just ridiculous.
And Lindsey Horan's about 6 feet tall, and this girl that was giving her static from the Netherlands is about Christie's size, like 5 feet. And I don't know what the girl from the Netherlands was thinking, but
it makes sense when you play the Dutch that you would split 1-1.
Sure. Dutch treat.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nicely done, Josh.
I think we've exhausted all Dutch jokes, and now we can move on to something interesting.
That's a smiler. You know what we had, though?
Tom, I don't think Tom wants to hear
Tom
anymore.
doesn't care for this story. You can move on.
No, you know what we had, though?
What?
It was a cat fight.
Yo, really?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Hair
Ladies,
pulling?
please.
Lindsey Horan and this girl from the Netherlands, they were pushing and shoving and bitch this, bitch that. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And a person familiar with the situation, my opinion is, this is an opinion.
All right.
Aaron Rodgers finally hired a PR guy that he's going to listen to. According to reports, Aaron Rodgers has taken a pay cut and agreed to a new 2-year, $75 million guaranteed contract with the Jets. The four-time NFL MVP had nearly $110 million guaranteed money remaining on his previous deal with Green Bay, but Rodgers now taking less money with the Jets and reiterating his desire to stay with the Jets more than just this coming season. According to reports, the team didn't announce the contract, but NFL Network first reported the contract, and they verified it. So there you go.
So the money's still there, but deferred, I'm guessing?
It's less money, but he'll get it later, and so the Jets can
he's going to be able to
sign other
get
stars.
a car with no car payment, probably.
Oh, yeah, it was $75 million. Yeah. And neither Bronny James' family nor the university have offered updates on his condition. The 18-year-old son of LeBron James went into cardiac arrest during basketball practice on Monday with his college team, USC. LeBron, spotted by photographers Tuesday, entering Cedars, where Bronny James being treated. James spent only a brief time in intensive care, and Bronny is now out of intensive care.
It's got to be a soul-slicing job. Hey, go get a picture of the dad going to see his son in the hospital.
Can you imagine?
Jeez.
But there are people, paparazzi. There are people that enjoy that.
Yeah.
Would you have, I bet you'd have like sources and people telling you there are, you'd make a good paparazzi photographer.
Oh, he would not.
I would have no interest in that whatsoever.
God.
The last thing on earth I would want to do.
Is that right?
Yeah,
I must have had it wrong.
But thank you for the...
Yeah. More sports coming up, including your favorite baseball player, Tom. That's right.
Here come
the judge.
The judge?
Here come the
All
judge.
right.
Yeah. And also Rob Manfred. And I had a story for Willie. I'm going to do it anyway, and I hope he's listening. And a couple of, mullets. Mullets are back in sports now.
All right, the old Missouri Compromise.
Yeah, but they never really go away, do they? That's exactly
Why is it called the Missouri Compromise?
Because it's hilarious.
Nice, short and, Kentucky Waterfall, Missouri Compromise.
What is it again? Party in the, what is it?
Party in the
business in the front, party in the back.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Nice. Good to know. And we've got ghosts getting married.
Oh, and divorced.
And divorced.
Well, they had to get married before they had to get divorced, yeah.
Did you see this stunt guy set himself on fire?
For what reason?
Read about it.
As part of the SAG-AFTRA picket line.
Wow.
It's kind of cool, actually.
What?
We'll talk about that. And we got a guy's shoes melting while crossing the street.
Whoa!
See,
that's hot.
Can't we go out and put an egg on the sidewalk, see if it'll fry?
Not here.
Yeah, why don't you do that? I recommend putting it on the sidewalk. There's a place about 30 miles from here that's really hot. When you get there, call me.
It sounds like you're trying to get rid of me.
Well, that's all coming up. Plus, we have David Rush, world record in the news.
Boy.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation.
Working for Randy from Illinois, yeah, all the way to security. My work was on point every day, but still the same old song. Long came my evaluation saying everything I did was wrong. Now I drive a compact. I should have learned a trade. I ain't got no money. I'm working for minimum wage. But still no raise. Just filed an offer to transfer. Wonder what that pays. They're gonna take me to California, gonna put me in HR. Just pay me a boatload of money on skate to Pigeon Forge. Swear to God, now I drive a compact. I should have learned a trade. I ain't got no money. I'm working for minimum wage. Big bastards took my money, so I turned sort of mean. Went from calling him a puss to breaking him vending machine. I keep doing my job, and I want Randy to know. There'll be a time when I own this company, just need my boat to be sold. Still drive a compact, but now it needs new brakes. I ain't going nowhere. I'm working for minimum wage. Minimum wage. I hate minimum wage. Minimum wage. Minimum wage. I need a raise. Minimum wage. No!
The Bob and Tom Show. Friday morning, 6 a.m. Eastern. Worldwide on bobandtom.com.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Boy, better get up, get some exercise.
I'm sick of being sick. I've been in my bed all week. I feel like dick. I'm sick of my TV. Now I'm hooked on all the soaps on ABC. I try to read a magazine or hear the radio or watch the Bad News Bears again on in HBO. I'm sick of being home, 'cause you think of stupid things when you're alone. I'm sick of this old house, and today I might try on my wife's new blouse. I saw two women fight like cats on Jerry Springer's show because their mom was sleeping with their older brother Joe. I'm sick of feeling bad, but at least my older brother's not my dad. I'm sick of these four walls, and my arms are tired of playing with my dogs. I'm sick.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Might as well shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Mike Birbiglia is our guest. Are you dating anyone? Do you have a...
I realize what I need to find is a woman who loves me for my money but doesn't understand math. I know this girl, and she wasn't too bright. She wasn't like book smart. She was like magazine smart or butter label smart. I know this girl, middle of the date, I swear to God. And she goes, you know what turns me on? I go, what? And she said, black guys. Which I really found discouraging. Because I've been mistaken for a lot of things in my life, but I've never had anyone be like, you're black, right? No, I'm Olive Garden Italian.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Howdy, Chick.
Hey, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Jack.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
Chick McGee. And here's Tom.
Were you doing the wave?
I had fun with that one.
Okay.
Oh, we could do the wave in here, right? Yeah. You want to start it, Josh?
Oh, you guys aren't standing?
No, I'm hurt.
Thanks for ending it. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
I knew you wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Because you're a cranky.
Oh, we did it at the blackjack table the other night. It was fun.
No. You don't mess around at the blackjack table.
Yeah, you do when you're winning.
Yeah, there's no room for levity.
Why were you at the blackjack table?
Winning money, that's
you
why.
might have a problem.
Oh, it was fun.
Hey, get in the program.
Okay, now, coming up, we're going to talk today with comedian Tommy Davidson. We're also going to visit with Al Jackson and Jess Hooker.
Is Jess bringing food in? Do we know?
I believe we have the chips we've been talking about for all week long.
We haven't talked about them, but we have a story about them.
Chips that taste like balls.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
I would. This is a company that they released some chips a few months ago that are alleged to taste like the lady parts, and now we have the box of the other side of that coin.
Do you think they had one of those big morale team building meetings to announce the new product? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know that there was a lot of chatter last time about the mommy part potato chip, but this time It's potato chip. They taste like balls.
Oh, they had a guy dressed like Steve Jobs, up there wearing all black.
Black and jeans, yeah.
Huge graphics behind him. Here they are. We'll be trying those chips.
And these chips taste like balls.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. In the meantime, a couple quick things here. We are...
this is why sports take so long.
Why is that?
You do anything and everything to avoid coming back to sports.
I really don't want to hear
We've
about
done sports all week.
the World Cup soccer thing anymore, okay?
Okay, fine.
I'd like
okay, what have you got? Go ahead.
Aaron Judge.
Here come the judge.
See? It's immediately fun. He's back in New York and could return to the Yankees lineup tomorrow night at Baltimore.
He's back in New York. Good return to Baltimore. Okay.
Isn't that a Kiss song?
He'll take the train.
Ace?
New York.
I'm back in the New York groove.
Back in the New York
Ace Frehley, actually.
That was an Ace tune? Okay, very sorry.
Is that the one where Ace, is Ace the one who sings like...
No.
That's oh, that's Paul Stanley.
Written by Russ Ballard.
Oh, that's really okay. Good.
Isn't that Lick It Up goes like that? Lick it up, lick it up. Play it. And then Paul goes. Lick it up, lick it up.
I don't think we need to play it. You just played it. That was dead on.
And why? That's the question.
Well, it was a big hit.
It was a big hit.
That was a big hit.
Well, why were you singing it?
We played Deacon Blues, of course, more than New York Groove. And and Lick It Up.
I've been going through the law. It's not true.
So sorry I brought that up. By the way, I might as now that we're doing it.
What?
You brought back the topic. This has just been released apparently by Roger Nichols, the famous engineer for Steely Dan.
His name is actually IP Nichols.
That's right.
Better than IP quarters. That'd be tough.
What's happening?
Hey, I'm with them on this. Don't look at
I thought it was the author of Rusty Bedsprings IP Nightly.
Isn't the one an insult for somebody? Boy, if I had your nose full of nickels, I'd be a millionaire or something like that. Isn't that right?
Could
Never
be.
heard that before.
This has just been released by, they call him Roger the Immortal Nichols, the famed engineer for Steely Dan, the great band. He uncovered this old commercial that the fellas from Steely Dan put together way back when. Here we go.
Once around life, once around living, once around beer and keep around Schlitz. Come along and take
It's so great when those vocals kick in. But that apparently was the Schlitz people did not buy the jingle. They didn't use it. So.
Words make no sense, and most of them are indecipherable. Once around life, once around.
Oh, I'm sorry. Of course, yeah. I know that I get most of the meaning of my life out of the various beer jingles that are out there because they're usually
that doesn't even sell beer.
They're usually so poetic.
Should be simple.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, you don't think that would work as a jingle?
No. Schlitz tastes good and gets you real drunk. That sells beer.
That's what they want, you think?
Yes.
Okay.
You know what else sells beer?
What?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to hit you hard with some Lick It Up. It's Kiss. There he is.
I want to wait to know you better.
Is that right?
Sort of like
Ace, was this the one where they had the no makeup on?
Yes.
This tune?
This is pretty good.
This was my tour.
It is better than I remember.
Who wrote this one?
Paul? Gotta be Paul. Paul, you're going to write this? And who's going to sing it? Oh, me.
Now, would this be a good beer jingle? If you spill your beer, lick it.
Yeah, if you spill your beer.
Here it comes.
What's the song? What's the word they go?
Everybody wants you.
Oh, Everybody Wants You by Billy Squier? Is that who?
Is that a different
It's a different band.
Everybody.
That's a good question. What's the best beer jingle?
That is a good question.
Because immediately comes to mind, you've got the time, we've got the beer.
That's got to be up there. Good.
Or what is that?
When I was a kid,
how about Ham's the beer refreshing?
That might be a little bit incorrect.
Maybe a little bit politically incorrect.
I think it's the drums that you hear probably.
Yeah, probably.
I'm not familiar with that.
It was.
I'll have to try to find it.
It's tremendously offensive. Yeah, it's got a.
I see. Okay.
Very
refreshing.
I deliberately tried not to sing it. Thank you. Did I bring
Paul
that up?
Stanley goes. No, never mind.
When I was a kid, it was head for the mountains. Bush beer.
Didn't they pay Hoyt Axton like $1 bazillion to just come in and say Bush?
I think so. And then you mentioned the "We've Only Just Begun," which was a big hit for the Carpenters.
Yeah.
That actually that was written as a jingle that then became a hit song. It started as a commercial for a bank.
Yeah.
That,
there you go.
I thought the Carpenters did jingles for breath mints.
Because she vomited.
Thanks, Josh. That's nothing funnier than
bulimia.
Well, Pat, you got a song about the tragedy of bulimia.
Didn't we have a song named Bulimia?
I think it was.
Yes, and it was erased.
Not just we're not playing it; they erased it.
Yeah,
I believe the lyrics were half of what I've eaten's in the jar. Bulimia.
It was a Beatles knockoff.
Oh boy!
Here's the smell of burning audio tape.
Here's Bush Beer.
Head for the mountains, it's cold and it's smooth, and it's waiting for you. Come on, head for the mountains, Bush.
It's supposed to sound like John Denver.
Very good. They would show streams in a mountain.
Oh, yeah. It's not a beer.
Then the camera would back up. There'd be a guy leaning against a tree pissing.
That would have been
Hey, look.
so funny.
Turns to the camera, gives a
No
thumbs up.
hands. You don't buy it, you rent it. Get it?
Am I right?
Hey,
And it
tell
just
you what.
frames and he looks
Hey,
insane.
Wilbur. Deep, too. Get it?
Sorry. I got to drive. I can't walk. Let's do this.
So sorry, Christy.
That's all right. I'm enjoying your beer program.
That's sports.
Nope, more sports coming up, including baseball commissioner Rob Manfred.
How's his assistant doing? Manfred's man?
Manfred's Man's Band?
Wasn't it Tom Terrific? Oh, see if you can tell me who is doing this commercial for Bush Beer.
No.
When you do for a beer, Bush does it.
That's Kevin Hart.
Oh, there's a lot of Bush gonna be sold. Beginning right now. Fill her up, Fred. Fill her up, Fred.
Okay.
Okay.
Now put the keys in the bowl.
Let's see if
and let's light up cigarettes.
Betty will bang me tonight, my God.
Christy, see if you can. Do you know that? Can you remember the Schaefer jingle?
Schaefer?
Oh, yeah.
You know that, don't you?
Yeah, more.
Wasn't that a Pennsylvania
Schaefer
beer?
is the one beer to have when you're having more than one.
I don't think we had that in the state that I grew up in, so I don't remember that.
Okay.
I think it was the Ohio thing.
Yeah, well, I think it was a Pennsylvania thing.
Miller High Life, of course. If you've got the time, we've got the
beer. Sure.
Remember Lowenbrow?
No.
Tonight, let it be Lowenbrow.
Right. And wasn't that what wasn't Lowenbrow referenced in like Fast Times or something?
Was it?
No.
Yeah, there's some movie where the guy I know that Heineken is mentioned in The Last Detail
and in Blue Velvet.
Where he goes, Jack Nicholson goes, Jack Kennedy drank it. We'll come back with more beer jingles. Is that what we got going?
Is that what we have?
No.
This might be the
We're going to talk with Tommy Davidson in just a few minutes.
All right.
When we come back, what else is going on over there, Christy? You got something coming up?
Oh, we have the penis chips that we'll be talking about, and we will definitely be tasting, apparently. The new TikTok trend that involves borax. And the Ohio State Fair has released some of their State Fair food for this year.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Quiz time, Christy. What is your sleep number setting, please?
45.
That means?
That I have the softer side of the mattress.
Okay, now, Chick McGee, your sleep number setting is?
100. That
is,
means
of course.
I like the firmer.
All right, and
the
if you were partners, you could still be together because either side of the bed has its own setting, and it is flexible. That's the key.
We wouldn't talk much, I can...
Okay, I don't really want to dwell on that possibility. I was just throwing it out there to make a brief point, which was that you can at least check off this box in your life. Everybody's going to be happy with a Sleep Number bed because either side of the bed has its own setting, and you can change it at the touch of a button should you change your mind. And the Sleep Number smart beds help you fix the setting and get it just where it's best for you. So experts recommend keeping your bedroom temperature kind of cool, and Sleep Number has some beds that can help you do just that. When it comes to sleeping, sleep at the next level. Unlock your potential with a smart bed that can perform as well as you. For example, right now you can save $500. That's right, on the next generation Sleep Number smart bed. Plus, special financing available for a limited time on a number of these Sleep Number beds. So get the details at your Sleep Number store. sleepnumber.com/BT show. That's sleepnumber.com/BT show. And the store will give you the details on that special financing from the Sleep Number people. I know I love my Sleep Number bed. Coming up, we hope to talk to Tommy Davidson and Al Jackson. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, folks. Boom. It's me.
Hey, you dog owners, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. Chew Works.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
Chew Works has a hold it chew, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
Chewworks.com.
More increase his salary if we're going to get him to do it right. Art, I know one of your favorite words is yes. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. You've heard and seen the Say Yes to Michigan commercials, I'm sure.
Yes.
Well, there's a billboard in Indiana. In fact, there are a lot of them. An Indiana billboard company has launched a war between the states by erecting a billboard that says, "Shut up, Art."
Yes.
No, it says, "Say no to Michigan."
I see.
It says, "Say no to Michigan. Wander Indiana first." Michigan tourism officials are taking the slogan war in stride, but some Michigan residents are not amused. They've even complained to the Indiana Chamber of Commerce. Travel officials in Indiana say they have nothing to do with the billboard. On the other hand, they're not terribly upset about it either. Josephine Hickman, president of the Hoosier Outdoor Advertising Company, admits her billboard design pokes fun at Michigan, but she says there are Say Yes to Michigan signs posted all over northern Indiana, and Hoosiers' feelings are hurt.
Hey, we're a fun place. What can we say?
Elsewhere in the news, Governor Milliken has signed a major supplemental spending bill containing more than $260 million.
For JML News, I'm Art Bishore. No, you're Tom Gerswold.
Thank you.
I'm glad I'm not. Smarties News is brought to you by Auto Glass Specialist in Gaylord, Cadillac, and Iron Mountain. For fast, professional Batoski, it's partly sunny, and 64 JML News time is 7:57.
Tuesday morning, everybody.
Well, Tom, one thing I want to say is, first of all, your dick is bigger than this microphone. Well, is it my turn to talk? Because yours is smaller than this cigarette. So we'll just go from there. Thank you. Got to get some news, Art, so I have to cut short. I got to go in the air in 5 minutes here. Oh, Jackie O. Miss Universe swimsuit competition. Oh, I love her.
Swimsuit?
Suit.
Right. Okay. We had fun on the air here today. Tom is from beautiful Cleveburg.
No, Shaker Heights, Ohio. Tom Griswold recently worked in Florida radio, also worked in Petoskey radio right across the way at McDonald Broadcasting. Had a great time and really learned my stuff there.
Thanks for the staff, Trish, by the way.
Hi to the folks in Daytona Beach. Get a sunburn from
Is that correct?
Oh, yeah. That's my favorite movie series ever, man. Mm-hmm. And those movies are always like, when I went to college, I would watch those all the time. I'd be like that would be the professor to have for any kind of class. Because he just, every semester, he just, takes off for 3 or 4 weeks to save the world. Or find some Inca staff in Peru or something, Like he walks into the first day.
All right, class, my name is Dr. Indiana Jones. I'll be your professor for Archaeology 101.
You know, his dad busts in the door. Junior.
Dad, I'm teaching class here.
Junior, there's no time. The Rommel army's about to uncover the sword of destiny in a Vandalic horde in Tunisia.
Look, I can't just go chasing after some sword all the time.
It's not just any sword, Junior. It's Balmung.
Balmung. The legendary sword of Siegfried, bestowed by his widow upon Theodoric the Ostrogoth before the slaughter of the Burgundians, and then lost for 1,000 years.
Class is like, I don't know what he's talking about, but yeah, go find it. Go save the world. We'll be here when you get back. We'll be at the bar, or the speakeasy, or whatever they had back then. You know? Perfect. Class is partying afterwards. Hey, man, what I tell you every semester?
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Bob and Tom, all the time, in your ear.
Comedian Greg Hahn.
I play golf. Oh, yeah.
I love golf.
I play a lot of golf. Every hole, like 14,000 strokes. That's a lot of golf. You know what I mean? I look like a propeller out there just swinging away. I love golf. I swing with one hand. I don't even use two hands. I don't care. I hit that ball as hard as I can, walk 6 feet, and hit it again. Every hole I use the driver. Par 3, I don't want to see a 7-iron. I let the big dog eat. I grip and rip it. You give me a golf cart, a 12-pack, and a lake, I'll show you how to have fun all day. You ever wonder how far a golf cart can go in a lake before it sinks? You ever wonder? 13 feet! I love golf. What a sport. It's a good sport, because if you yell 4, you get to hit people with your ball. That's nice. People with houses on the golf course, they're always complaining, you know, if you bounce the ball off their roof. They should shut up and wear a helmet, because I am playing through, buddy. I'm hitting patio furniture, bird feeders, I'm digging up cable. I'm not afraid to take a divot. They call me the farmer.
I got thrown out of J.C. Penney the other day.
Really?
Yeah, fondling up the mannequins. You believe that? And that ain't my fault. Have you seen the mannequins in there?
Uh-huh.
And they taunt you, too. They got the little short skirt on, the arm up, kind of waving you over. You know what I mean? Shoot. I tell you what, if you ask me, the little whore was asking for it.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 20.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Yeah.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
I am Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Hello, Tom.
Hey, Chickster, how you doing?
I'm all right, buddy.
I'm just getting some stuff organized over here.
Some signals.
And I think we're going to hook up with there we go. There he is. There's a handsome man if I've ever seen him. It's comedian Tommy Davidson.
He looks knows exactly what he's going to be talking about, doesn't he?
Hey, Tommy. Are we touring your apartment? Where are we here?
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm actually in a hotel.
Okay.
It's my home.
That's very nice.
Are you on the road a lot?
It's a stand-up comedian's home, you know, or actor's home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, I wanted to ask you something. Like many actors and comedians, I was reading about your background. You were working in a restaurant there for a while? Back in the day, way back?
Yeah, I did it all. I did. Yeah, IHOP was the first gig.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and that was easy because I did so much housework. I was like, this is all y'all do? And I get free pancakes?
Yeah.
It's going to be a cinch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I used to work at a restaurant. I loved working in a restaurant. Did you watch The Bear at all, by the way?
No, The Bear.
Yeah, The Bear is it takes place in a Chicago restaurant. It's about as realistic as it can get with respect to what it's like working there.
Okay, what is it on? I mean, there's
Hulu.
a million.
Yeah,
it's on. It's on
Hulu.
Hulu now. You can. It's all the episodes are available for streaming.
What have you been watching? What's coming to mind?
I actually have been watching myself. I
don't blame you.
I have a show on. It's not a plug either, because animation's different. You don't get to really see the episode. You never really get to see it until it's done. So you watch for it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And since I don't do it on camera, I want to see, what I did. So The Proud Family is a cartoon that I've been the lead of for 25 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like #1 on Disney Plus.
You're Oscar, right?
Yeah. I'm Oscar.
Yeah. My nieces,
Pretty brat.
my nieces are big fans.
Now, do you do a number of variations in your voice work? And when you get directed, is that ever awkward? Do they say, "Hey, can
Never.
you really?"
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish that question.
You know what I'm saying? Is it like, "Hey, can you make that more street, or can you make that more weird, or can you make that more stupid?"
Let's try it. Let's try it.
When you're being directed, okay.
Okay. So just direct me and just go street. Go.
Okay.
I'll give you a burger.
Can you talk to us like you're an idiot?
Sure.
See?
That wasn't very nice.
That was a mean question. I'm sorry. Talk to us like you're an intellectual.
Well, first of all, I'm not. And there's a president that talked like he was an intellectual. And wasn't either. I'm not going to name the president who it was, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you how that person sounded. So, I won't go into any specific detail about intelligence or any of that. I'll just keep it, let's say, above the belt.
Tommy Davidson is our guest. Tommy Davidson, intellectual. How about more street, if you will, if you were the president?
If I was the president?
But a little more.
Well, I'm going to tell y'all this. Yeah, I'm going to tell y'all this. If one more person steps to me, talk about my medical program, get ready to go to the hospital because my foot gonna go in your.
Tommy Davidson is a versatile actor, and
I can do an Italian.
Oh, okay, good. Go ahead.
What's wrong with my house, Nick? My house stink. Mick. Hey, stinks, Mick. I never asked you for no favors. I've been to fight the fight. I'll fight the fight. We'll be there. People knocking on my door. People taking my phone number. You should come down to the gym. I couldn't even get a locker. Couldn't get a locker, Mick.
It is dead on.
Tommy Davidson is our guest, and Tommy is doing a stand-up comedy tour. Helium is the next stop, I believe, this weekend in Indy. And Tommy, can you go way back in your career and remember when you were first going up on stages in the early days? What was the first piece that you did or character that you did that worked? Do you remember? Was there one that you finally went, wait a minute, I can do this?
It wasn't a joke, but it was funny. I started in a strip club in the worst part of Washington, D.C., right? And, I was convinced by my friend who told me, you can be a movie star. You're wasting your life. I just got a job as an assistant chef at a Ramada Inn, so I had a good job. And I'm 18. And he finally got me to go to this place. And the manager looks at me and goes, there's the mic, hurry up, whatever you're doing. And I look at my friend and I go, what do you want me to do? And he says, I don't care what you do, man. Just say something in that mic. So I go up there and I go, we had a lot of roaches. And my mom said if we clean up our house, if we cleaned up the kitchen enough, we wouldn't have them. So she made us stay in the whole weekend, and clean the kitchen. And she was right. We didn't have any more roaches. But the next day they were eating our couch. And people laughed. But it was a true story. We're watching Speed Racer. I don't know if you guys remember that. I don't know if it's reaching you. Yeah, and we're hearing all this scratching, and we pull up the couch pillows, and there's where all the roaches were.
Oh man.
God.
Yeah.
And that's usually where you find all the cat boo-boo during Easter egg hunts as well.
But people love stuff like that because it's got so much truth to it.
Yeah. And I just went from there. The other stuff was already there, and it was already there since I was a kid. So I could always do, Lady Love, your love is simple like the morning sun, or Barry White. I'm gonna love you a little more. Or like I do I do like Led Zeppelin and mess around, like the Led Zeppelin Kool-Aid commercial. You the Kool-Aid. Maybe I Kool-Aid. Wait outside. You gonna need some Kool-Aid. I used to do. I'm doing all this stuff. My mom was like, "Shut up! What are you doing in there?" You know?
Yeah. Well.
And one day she looked at me and she said, "But that's actually pretty good." You know. But what are you gonna do with it? I get a job. You know. So.
Now, have you ever done regular commercials? I mean, real commercials?
Yeah. I had my best commercial I did. Wasn't the best, but it was the biggest. I did a Pizza Hut commercial for the Super Bowl.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's big.
And it premiered right before the kickoff.
Oh, wow.
Right. Now, if people would have liked the Pizzone, I might have got some better jobs. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That was a classic case of the consumer, you know, redirecting my career. You know?
We're talking with
my commercial career.
We're talking with actor and comedian Tommy Davidson. Early on, when you would go to auditions, would you see the same guys over and over again? And would you look around the room and go, they think that guy looks like me, or they think that guy sounds like me, or acts like me?
Yeah. But I'm black, so. But, you know, yeah, it is. But now it's it could be a little awkward. I actually try not to do it because it's very distracting when when you go for the audition and the guy goes, "Whoa, oh my God, I just got here last night on the bus. Man, are you going in for this?" Nah, man, I was just, I'm just hanging out, man. That got a little hard, actually. So what I did was I just didn't go to those anymore. And I was feeling bad about that because I'm like, if you don't go to an audition, you're not going to get the part, I guess. So I'm walking out of this studio where I just left out of there. It was for a character in one of the Friends cast TV show. Mm-hmm. And I just walked out of there because it was just like, man, come on, the line's around the corner, you know. And I'm walking out of the studio and I saw Whoopi Goldberg, who's an old friend. She said, how are you doing? I said, I'm doing really good. She said, what are you doing here? I said, I just walked out of an audition. She said, good for you. Good for you. And keep on walking. You know, the camera will find you.
Oh.
Did it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, Tommy Davidson, it's a great pleasure speaking to you. You are so funny. And once again, on tour, and we'll give you some of those dates coming up. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, man. I'm looking at you and I'm just observing. Nobody might not even know this name, but you just remind me a lot of Ernest Borgnine.
McHale's Navy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you just made his day, Tommy.
The McHale's Navy 1.
Yes.
PT 73.
That's right.
I can name off the cast. The great Carl Ballantine as Gruber.
Thanks, Tommy. Thanks a lot.
Tommy Davidson. Do you know where Tim Conway was from?
Son of a.
God.
Where?
Chagrin Falls, Ohio, where I went to high school, ladies and gentlemen.
Beautiful. Elvis went to mine.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and do you remember the name of the prisoner of war?
No.
Fuji. McHale's Navy.
Yeah, this is getting really scary.
Yeah.
But I started it.
Okay, Tommy, here we go. PT boat trivia.
You must.
Tommy Davidson.
Okay.
John F. Kennedy. What was the number of his PT boat?
That's easy.
Well, it's easy. What's
C439.
What was it?
C439.
That's wrong. No, it's PT. Did you say 109?
No.
Yeah.
149. What did he say? Now he's lying.
No, it was the audio broke up. That or I'm not listening.
Would you listen to Michael? Listen to Michael McDonald back there. I'm lying.
That's right.
I think he just insulted Michael McDonald. I'm not sure.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Yeah, PT 109. Do you remember who portrayed?
You gotta shut up.
See what you started, Tommy?
Tommy,
Do you see
damn
it?
it.
Tommy. No, he's people.
Okay. I got one for you.
Go ahead.
I got one for you.
All right.
What was the girl's name that was on the back of the horse? And we all want to know. On the back of the horse at the end of Planet of the Apes with Charles Heston.
Oh, that's a great question.
God.
Oh.
Every guy wants to know that.
Nova.
Nova?
What was it, Ace?
Nova.
Is that correct?
No, her name.
Oh, the actress's name?
Well, I give Ace at
She's
least.
the only thing. She was the only thing that we watched in that movie as little boys. We're going, something's different about her in this whole movie.
She's different.
You know what I mean? Why am I paying attention to her?
So what is the answer, please?
I don't know.
He legitimately wanted.
He wanted us to tell him.
We have just had the worst interview with Tommy Davidson.
No.
He will never call us again. Okay, Tommy. And before we go, now they made a movie of John F. Kennedy's exploits.
You've gotta.
Oh God.
And do you remember who portrayed President Kennedy in the 1960 2 movie about his exploits in World War II?
The TV movie?
No, it was a regular theater. It was a huge success too.
What is his name? He used to be on Hollywood Squares a lot.
Not Paul Lind. That would be very awkward. How would that sound, Pat, if Paul Lind...
I was going to say, yeah.
Don't ask what you can do for your country.
Yeah. I don't think we should be taking a convertible today.
It was Cliff Robertson who was like 45 years old portraying the 20-something-year-old Kennedy. Was very odd. Well, Tommy, we really do have to go. I'm so sorry.
I don't know how this got on.
I enjoy your company so much. What a great guy. Thank you, Tommy.
Have a great day, you guys. For real, man. Love you guys, man.
You too. Thank you so much.
Tommy Davidson on tour doing some stand-up. God, that guy's hilarious.
Lord. Ernest Borgnine. And Michael McDonald, evidently.
Yeah.
I'm big fans of both.
I guess.
Michael McDonald.
He pushed your buttons, didn't he?
How did he know? Yeah, of course. Carl Ballantine played Gruber.
No one cares.
No
one.
Carl Ballantine. If you get a chance, go down that rabbit hole. Look at his magic. Hilarious.
Oh my God.
Tim Conway, the great Tim Conway.
Yeah, he was great on Carol Burnett. I'll give you that.
He's great on everything. That Dorf thing got a little old, but a little.
a rare misstep.
That was funny. Funny for the ground. Funny for 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Anyways, Tommy is on tour. We'll let you know where he's going to be. Is that sports?
No, it's not sports.
What else you got over
Baseball
there?
Commissioner Rob Manfred, his term has been extended until 2029. This happened yesterday by the Major League owners. The decision to give Manfred a third term in charge of the sport made during a vote in-person meeting in Washington, D.C. The extension keeps Manfred in place until January 25, 2029.
Who was the previous commissioner?
Manfred succeeded Bud Selig in January 2015. Did they have? Weren't they going to put a statue? Or
that's right. There's a statue of Bud Selig.
Where?
At the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
He was Cooperstown. It's interesting because it shows Bud Selig and he's looking the other way. There's a guy behind him with a syringe
during the steroid eras.
Bowie Kuhn, remember him? Bowie Kuhn.
Mm-hmm. Kuhn, I think it is. Yes.
Kuhn, Mr. Kuhn. We have coming up in sports what?
World records, and Colorado might be leaving their league, and this is evidently in vogue, in fashion right now for college football programs to be in grass is greener rules. I'll tell you which one coming up.
Okay, and also coming up. We've got a nice tribute to our friend Ron Sexton. I'll tell you about that. I'm looking forward to getting that information out there. On a much lighter note, Mullet's in the news, although Donnie had quite a nice mullet.
One of the best.
And we have divorce has hit the world of ghosts.
Sad.
Yeah, okay. And guess the temperature of the Atlantic Ocean in Miami. That's all coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show.
This is one that I wrote, and we'd like to play it on your program.
Okay, go ahead for it.
The full moonlight's enough for me to see all the woman in you. Got the wipers on with the heat on your feet. You're about to blow my fuse. I won't put it in park until it gets dark, 'cause baby, you know the rules. I can't get off with the dome light on. I can't get off with the dome light on. Shut the door, you stupid whore. They're playing our favorite song. Ain't no need to fiddle if you can't find my fiddle. I can't get off with the dome light on.
Can't get off with the dome light on.
I'm kindly old-fashioned when it comes to certain things. Never wore a pair of short pants and always ketchup on my onion rings. Some things I can deal with. Baby, I don't care if you chew. I even let you take your shoes off. But there's one thing I just won't do. I can't get off with the dome light on. Shut the door, you stupid whore. They're playing our favorite song. Ain't no need to fiddle if you can't find my fiddle. I can't get off with the dome light on.
Can't get off with the dome light on.
Yay! I don't believe when you tell me that you're saving up for beauty school. And I don't believe a word you say about meeting that motley crew. And I don't believe when you tell me that you don't believe I'm a fool. But I do believe if that light stays on, the cops will see what we do. I can't get off with the dome light on. Shut the doors, you stupid whore. They're playing that favorite song. Ain't no need to fiddle if you can't find my fiddle. I can't get off with the dome light on.
Can't get off with the dome light on.
One more time.
Can't get off with the dome light on.
One more time again.
Can't get off with the dome light on.
We're through playing now.
All right.
Hey.
Two, one.
They put the F in professional.
Brand new feature, Biff Whiskey, Frontier Lifeguard. As told by Arnie Whiskey, Frontier Golfer.
I should have known.
Well, you know, I was a man about town and also at the Whiskeyville Country Club and Salad Bar. Of course, the country club, we have our very own swimming pool. And, of course, we had to have a lifeguard for the youngsters there. Well, we hired a young fellow named Biff Whiskey, and he was the lifeguard, you know, at the pool. Well, this young fellow walks up to Biff, and he goes, "Excuse me, Biff, but what's the best way to teach a girl to swim? Well, Biff says, come here, young fella. Goes, now here's how it's done. First, you walk her slowly into the water, all right? Then you put your arms gently around her waist. Then you rub your hands delicately up and down her arms. Then just kind of lean over and softly kiss her on the neck. The young fella says, wait a minute. I'm teaching my sister. He goes, in that case, just push her in the deep end.
Except in Kentucky.
Jeez. I knew I should have held my ears for that.
Thus concludes another exciting
quick episode of Biff Whiskey,
Frontier Lifeguard.
Thank you very much.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
How's your son?
Oh, he's great.
How old is your son now?
Yeah, he's a little 4-year-old. He actually he loves Thomas the Train. Have you ever heard of Thomas the Tank
Oh,
Engine?
sure.
And they have different names, Donald, Toby. And one day he's got them spread out in the restaurant, and the waitress comes over. She goes, that's Thomas the Tank Engine. Is Thomas your favorite? Justin goes, no, I like Percy. Percy's one of the trains. But unfortunately, he can't pronounce his R's yet. Imagine my horror. The whole restaurant hears my son go, I like Percy. Who doesn't? Daddy does, too. The guys who sit behind us do. That's my favorite. That's why you're here.
Yeah, Joey from Philly. He likes in the car.
And Rachel, where's your old lady?
Why do you have to get drunk to be an ass? Why do you have to get tight before you get loose? Why do you need a double before you get into trouble? Can't you get into trouble without an excuse? You want to get up and get out and get free and get crazy. But why do you have to start by getting stoned? 'Cause Pat, you don't have to get drunk to be an ass. You can be an ass on your own.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening. That's right, I'll give you details.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
I can roll out of bed and do this. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick McGee.
Hey, he's over there in the performance room. There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, man.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I am Chick McGee. Willie Griswold on the road, and here's Tom Griswold.
I'm trying to find out who was the woman on the horse at the end of Planet of the Apes.
I've got Linda Harrison. That's all I've got, and I don't know if that's right.
Huh.
It's not clear from this who it is either.
I get no brownie points for knowing her character's name?
You do.
Absolutely.
Heck yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is.
I had no idea. I don't even know what you're talking about.
And you are correct. It is Linda Harrison as Nova. We're talking about the great movie, the original Planet of the Apes. Charlton Heston has the phrase, what is it, you damn dirty ape? What is it again?
Dirty apes.
Get your hands off me, you damn dirty
When he
ape.
sees the Statue of Liberty buried in the sand.
Yeah.
That's the end. Don't give away the whole...
Who hasn't seen that?
1968.
Seen it.
I think that could be the best story coupled with the worst acting in any movie ever made.
Oh, that's a tough call. There's some terrible acting in lots of movies.
Heston is bad in that. I have always thought that. He's bad.
He's a little over the top.
Did you know that... did you know that his toupee was nominated for Best Supporting Actor?
Was it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It was,
Really?
Yeah.
Really, Baldy?
There was more fur on that than Roddy McDowell.
You know, Rod was a nickname, apparently. hung like the horses in the beach. Yikes.
Speaking of hair, where's the mullet story? Do you have the mullet story?
I gave it to you.
Here it is.
Oh.
Over at it's the Mullen. This is Stupid World Records. Should this be or the championship?
Are you drunk?
I could use a shot.
In Chick's defense, a lot of people bothered him during the break. I saw it. I felt for you.
You guys were standing here talking
I
about
did not
it.
speak to you during
You
the
did
break.
not get a proper break.
We were discussing something above your head, which would be pretty much everything, but in this case, it was the technical aspects of course, about
monitors.
They were standing so close to you two. They were standing right behind.
1,000 kids competed in the 2023 Mullet Championships, hosted by Mullet Champ.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Chris Hardwick. He seems to host everything.
Yeah.
This is he does get a lot of work.
Nothing from that. All right.
Okay.
Friend of the show.
Evidently, it's
I see. We don't want to piss him off.
No. He's his dad, champion bowler. I mean,
He's a great guy. I had the pleasure of opening for Chris Hardwick in one of my first road gigs.
Kind of a jerk.
He's a great guy.
He refused to be on my podcast back in the
He
day.
thanked me for being funny.
2023 Mullet Digital Teen and Kids Contest. Seek to find the boldest haircut, it says here, among some of the smallest mullet wearers.
They're doing this now because they want to get the kids so they can get regular haircuts before school starts, so they don't get the crap beaten out of them by the bullies. Hey, nice mullet.
Wait a minute. Somebody asked me who won.
Who won?
I don't know. It's not
Ellen DeGeneres.
It's not in the story?
Over 1,000 kids and teens entered the competition. 25 kids and 10 teens have been selected for the finals, which start on August 7th.
Oh, that's why we don't know who won.
This is the pre-story for the story.
You're the one that chose to read it.
Oh.
No, this is good. You remember that. You now can choose whether or not.
I can choose what to read.
Yes.
Even though if it comes off the hallowed pen of Tom Griswold, I don't have
The
to
adult mullet competition is coming up, and of course they have two divisions, those people with teeth and those without. Really worth it.
Oh, boy. Look at that ivory tower.
And here are some names.
What is it? Business in the front, meth in the back.
What do you call a mullet there?
My favorite is Missouri Compromise.
That's right. We've got hockey hair.
Yes.
Hockey hair. Okay.
Soccer rocker. They call it the 7 for some reason. I don't know what that means. Or maybe it's shaped like a 7. Right?
That does. Yeah, that
from
makes
the
sense.
side. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, very good.
The LPGA. I like that one very much.
Mean.
That is mean.
The 1090 cut. The schlong, that's right.
That's
an amalgam of short and long.
That's unfortunate because that's used for something else.
Peens.
The Camaro crash helmet.
That is so good.
You win.
Wins.
Beaver paddle. Wrestler's wig. The Kentucky waterfall, I believe you mentioned that, Josh. Achy, breaky, mistakey.
Love it.
Carolina neck warmer. Canadian passport. Tennessee top hat.
These are all great.
The Billy Ray.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's the most famous one, I think.
And the Ziggy Stardust. That's right. Bowie.
Oh, yeah.
Bowie did that,
Bowie
sure.
had a mullet.
That was worse, and Ellen was a little similar to that.
Yeah.
Ziggy Stardust there.
The North Carolina neck warmer, according to this. The Mississippi mud flap, and you know who's famous for using that phrase?
No, I forgot. I tried to
Don't
forget
say
it.
it.
Gardner Minshew, my favorite NFL quarterback. Remember that?
Oh, we all remember it.
Mississippi mud flap. How's our Gardner Minshew song? Got the new one ready?
The new one ready. I've got 40 written already.
What's the latest on him? Who's he playing for?
He's
Colts.
back up on
over there in Indianapolis.
He may be starting.
Is he maybe stopping in here? Is that what I'm
I hope
hearing?
so. The El Camino headrest. That's strong. You ever drive an El Camino?
Love an El Camino. Don't you dare.
There's a song by somebody, and I love it.
Oh, they're so cool.
They are
El
so
Camino.
cool.
A friend of mine had one back in the day.
I love this song.
I would
They're
buy
collectible.
one. I almost bought one in Florida a couple years ago.
bought an El Camino.
God, it was beautiful. Blue.
You're the closest. You're the closest. Kick him in the
I
balls.
just ignore him.
No,
You know
no,
that.
hit him. Hit him with something hard.
Is that the car/pickup truck?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
It was
the black
the first kind of version of that. But
yeah, those are
it
kind
looked like a Chevy
They
Impala.
are, yeah,
with a
they
pickup
are
truck
like a collectible now. Man, they can be.
But the mullet competition is up and running. So
All right.
We'll see.
She's lovely.
Elizabeth Cook.
That was great. El Camino.
She's very close with Todd Snyder.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Okay. No, hey, that reminds me. We got. I was
More
going to say
sports coming up.
we got off track, and then I realized we're never on track. Why pretend?
So we're on track then if we get off track.
Yeah, we were off track. This morning we started talking about Steely Dan, the great band Steely Dan, Walter Becker, Donald Fagen. And by the way, the current version of Steely Dan with Mr. Fagen is touring with the Eagles. Coming up, they're doing a handful of dates with the Eagles on their the Eagles final tour.
Okay, say Eagles again.
Turn up the Eagles.
The Eagles.
Neighbors are listening.
Said it again. Now, do you have some little witty aside?
No. Go ahead. Just wrap it up here soon, sometime in the next 5 hours, okay?
We're okay on the clock. The green light's not on.
Yes, it is.
So
Green
bright.
light is on. And there's a
was it on,
shadow of a green on Josh's face.
No, the computer.
So on.
My computer screen's blocking.
Well, that's handy.
I'm getting a smaller one. The point is, I've got a letter. Got a letter here. We were talking about Steely Dan and this commercial they made years ago. That
He's recapping the recap.
got this nice letter, and it's this is from Doug. Doug, he's asked me to do it this way, and it's in a tribute to Ron.
No background on Doug?
He says, do it as Rick. He goes, Bob and Tom Show, origin of the name Steely Dan, I'll hang up. Steely Dan, of course, is named after a
vibrator,
a dildo, in the William Burroughs novel Naked Lunch.
Do you think you'd be more pleased with the word dildo?
I'm sick of the story. We hear it all the time.
My favorite part, my favorite, Tom, one morning he asked us something about one of those stories he tells, and you answered him, and you had the answer right. And he goes, good memory. And it's like, well, no, we just heard it yesterday.
But Christy was wrong. It wasn't a vibrator. It was a dildo. There's a distinction, Christy, which I'll tell you about. I'm sure you're familiar.
Whoa.
I know that they're not all electric.
You are the one who gets that confused all the time.
Okay, well.
Remember how mad fans were when Christy went electric?
Yeah.
Stopped using
they were booing.
They were upset.
Yeah. Just like that Bob Dylan show. Yeah.
You know where that took place?
Some festival.
Some festival. Well, isn't that nice for you?
Was it the Newport Folk Festival?
Story.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you got it right. I was hoping she'd get it wrong. Okay.
Yeah, we're smoking Newports.
We're We're coming back. We're all gonna dress with mullets, just like Ellen. We have
ball chips coming up with Jess Hooker, right?
All right, we do. And comedian Al Jackson will be joining us. We have a couple cool world records, and I've got a serious thing for those that are Ron Sexton fans. We've got a nice thing you can do in his honor coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP.
I'm gonna play a new song for y'all. See if you like it. See if you like it.
All right.
And be sure and Bob go, ha, 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 like you do.
I can do that. I was just getting ready to do that after I saw your picture. That looks pretty accurate.
Have you ever had one of those days when nothing goes right? Your wife starts bitching about whatever it was she was bitching about last night. So you escape into the bathroom just to sit there on your throne. But after you finish your business, the toilet paper's gone. Well, it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. It's a bad day, so you better get off of my back. You might get cold cocked if you cross my path, 'cause it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. Yeah. Of all the radio shows I've ever done, I've never done one where they could sing a song they've never heard.
Isn't that amazing? I was just thinking the same thing. How do we know the words to a new song?
Y'all must be working for Dionne Warwick and the Psychic Friends. Well, I was running late for work, so I poured me some coffee to go. And just before I had a flat tire, I spilled it all over my clothes. When the highway patrolman pulled up, I thought that help was on the way. But when he saw that tire tool in my hand, he shot me with pepper spray. Laugh. Well, it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. It's a bad day, so you better get off of my back. You might get cold cocked if you cross my path. 'Cause it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. All right. This last verse is for everybody that don't like their boss at work. When I finally made it to work, I was 15 minutes late. I told my boss about the flat tire, but he fired me anyway. So here I am in the parking lot, just waiting by his Corvette. I'm gonna give him a goodbye present that he never will forget. Laugh and sing. It's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass. It's a bad day, so you better get off my back. You might get cold cocked if you cross my path. 'Cause it's a great day for me to whoop somebody's ass.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
I like it.
Paul Thorne.
6 a.m. Eastern, worldwide on bobandtom.com.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 20.
Frigamall Broadcasting presents another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
The year was 1896.
Uh-oh.
The place just outside of Athens, near the town of Stactontopolis, Greece. While preparing for the first modern Olympics, organizers were forced to eliminate a track and field event. In what will surely go down as the biggest bloodbath in Olympic history, runners from 5 teams were injured at the initial time trials of the 100-meter razor hurdles. 4 of the 5 athletes would never compete again. However, Austrian hurdler Klaus Kleinendorfer went on to be a silver medalist for the women's team as Gretchen Kleinendorfer.
Thank you very much for this.
Thank you for this medal.
This has been another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
Sound like Paul Hum at the end.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I did a show at my brother's fraternity last time I was there, and they're all giving me the ideas, like how to, when they drink, how they get around, because they know they know drinking and driving is wrong. So they have this thing where they get really drunk, and then they walk to Domino's, order a pizza, and then when they go to deliver it, they ask the guy for a ride. Thinking, that's a good idea.
Home in 30 minutes or less.
The drinking and driving is the designated driver is a good idea. What always amazes me about that is they give these designated drivers coffee all night. They're like, "You have another cup of coffee." "Hey, Bob, that's a designated driver." "Hey, that's a good thing what you do with your friends. Here's another cup of coffee. Have a soda. Here's another." They're not better off than someone that's had a 6-pack. They get pulled over. They're wired out of their gourd. Like, "Officer, I'm the designated driver. I think you got to take care of these people." The cop's like, "Why don't you let the guy in the back puking drive? You can run ahead of the car and make sure it doesn't hit anything."
It's time once again for people who suck at small talk.
Hey, nice weather we're having today, don't you think?
Yeah, it is rather amazing the cyclical manner in which meteorological trends manifest themselves.
Jeez, sorry I asked.
Join us again next time for People Who Suck at Small Talk.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Where's my camera?
Right there.
Hi, how are you? Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, check.
There's Jess Hooker, the cooker. And what did you bring? You have the chips and stuff for the salsa? What do you got over there?
The chips and salsa.
No.
Are you drunk?
This doesn't come with salsa.
Okay.
All right.
What does it come with?
Oh, I like this creep.
I will. Rub yourself with salsa, baby.
We got to get rid of this Dean on the big screen there.
Yeah, I don't want to look at myself.
I don't either.
I insist on seeing me.
Ladies are lovely. Come on.
Josh Arnold.
Thank you, Ace, but we want to see Pat.
Hi.
That's my dad, actually.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
No, you missed it, Ms. Hooker. We were doing McHale's Navy trivia.
Right back to it.
With Tommy Davidson. Tommy's on tour. Check him out at Helium tonight. No, starting tomorrow. But Mr. Davidson, hilarious, just so nice. And he was talking about the great show, McHale's Navy. Are you familiar with McHale's Navy?
I think
Ernest Borgnine, Carl Ballantine.
Dobie Gillis from McHale's Navy.
No.
What's that from?
Gilligan's
Island.
Oh, okay.
No,
My dad had a duck named Dobie Gillis.
Dobie Gillis was a different show.
Yes, but the connection that she's making is that Bob Denver was on Dobie Gillis and Gilligan's Island.
That's correct, but we're
that
not
has
talking
nothing to
either
do
of
with
those
McHale's
shows.
Navy.
And her father had a duck.
You know what? It was an insane question to ask Jess. She answered it.
She might know who Tommy Davidson is.
Well, of course. Proud family. Yeah.
Right.
In Living Color, right?
He thinks I look like. Does he think he thinks I look like Ernest Borgnine?
No, he said you remind him of Ernest Borgnine. I don't know where he got that from.
I don't see it.
He said I look like Michael McDonald is what he
which
said.
is a very nice compliment.
Yes.
You don't.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Well, it's the gray beard.
Yeah, it's the gray.
Ernest Borgnine allegedly hung like a donkey.
Who cares?
Is that true?
He's dead. It doesn't matter.
And he said,
Josh, what would we know him from? Or what would I know him from?
Ernest Borgnine.
Won an Oscar for Marty.
Yeah. He did.
When did that movie come out,
That's
Tom?
50-something.
Okay.
Well, you educate yourself before you come in here. Do you remember one of my favorite television characters of all time, of course, portrayed by Joe Flynn on McHale's Navy.
So funny.
He's on it. He's still on it.
You know the nickname of his character?
No.
Do you, Chick?
I do.
What was it?
I would rather hear you say.
No. Please.
Lead Bottom.
They called him Lead Bottom.
Oh, okay.
Ironically, he was found dead in his own swimming pool.
Well,
Is
they've
that
got
true?
a lead bottom then.
Joe Flynn died that way?
Yeah, he was drowned.
Wow.
Drowned.
That'll make you sink.
Ironic that his nickname was Lead Bottom, really. If you
I wish I could give you something. You know who he is. His voice, at least.
Yeah.
SpongeBob, Ernest Borgnine, and I think Jack Elam.
No, it's Ernest Borgnine.
Or is it Conway? No, it's
Mr. Krabs?
No, it's Merman and Barnacle Boy.
Yeah, they are. And then Ernest Borgnine is mentioned in an episode of Friends.
I just realized that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you missed it. Sorry. Now we can get back to the action.
You just brought it up for what?
Just to piss us all off.
All right. On behalf of everyone involved in this show, on the air and off the air, you can't keep doing that kind of thing.
He brought it up and then yelled at me for not knowing.
The idea is for people to listen to our show. And if you keep talking about McHale's Navy and Bye Bye Birdie and
our guest Tommy Davidson brought up, I want to urge people to watch our interview with him. It was really fun. And he was really fun.
His Stallone is the best I've ever heard.
Hilarious.
I
used to have a lock of it.
You can watch that on our various YouTube stuff things.
Nailed it.
Maybe radio isn't for you. You're not unorganized. You're preoccupied.
Tom, has anybody? If radio had not worked out for you for whatever reason,
what was your plan B?
What was? Did you have a plan B?
Yeah.
No,
Really?
Nothing was really working.
You know what? I love it. Don't you admire somebody who just has plan A?
Yeah.
It's really admirable.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it could have been.
This is
really
all I
bad.
had.
There's a lot of motivation between just a plan A.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's nothing
You have
else.
to make it happen.
Yeah, I've always wanted to work at a marina.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
And do what?
You mean I see
Fill up
you,
boats?
Wrangler.
I see you in the cutoff jeans and the sandals and a sash around your neck, a kerchief, and helping people.
I would
gas
do.
up their boats.
I would do none of those things.
Oh yeah.
But would you help gas up boats?
Oh, shit! Towing the boats around. And,
Yeah.
Oh, I said, oh, sure about that.
The only thing missing there was yeah.
Oh, I'd be taking boats out, going sailing, taking out, checking out boats.
That'd be an amazing gig.
It'd be fun.
Yeah,
You'd
it'd
have to
be
sell
hard work. But
Yeah, a lot of work.
Yeah.
But haven't you always
Get sunburned.
You have sun issues.
Comedians say you have to quit your job and go be a
most
comedian.
people, yeah,
There's
you
no
don't.
backup plan. You can't have
you
one.
have. You kind of having a backup plan can be a detriment.
Right.
Didn't you work in a kitchen, Tom?
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
It's much like this gig.
It is.
Actually, you got to be there for it to work. It's not one of those things you can take 3 months off. Yeah, I'm doing cooking over the phone. I spend 10 minutes a day on the phone collecting checks. No, you got to be there flipping the fries. Wait a minute, you don't flip the fries. What do you do with the fries? This is why I'm not
Drop
doing
them.
it.
Drop them. Yeah.
Okay.
Shake them. Yeah, you're right. Got to shake them.
Right, drop. Shake.
Okay. Now it's time to get the show reorganized. Now I should explain to Miss Hooker that unfortunately, so far this week, this is our 4th show this week.
I've done 3 stories.
We've been doing
serious?
nothing
Dead
but
serious.
very long, boring
Do you love it?
sportscasts.
I'm loving it. I'm just sitting here.
We have to hear about women's soccer and other incredibly dull things.
It's pretty cool.
How is there any sports news right now?
Whoa, well, let me tell you. I'm glad you asked.
Thank you.
Way to go, Jess.
A man in China has broken the Guinness World Record for the fastest time to solve 3 Rubik's Cubes while juggling them.
Chom, you've got to be over the moon with this one.
That's cool.
22-year-old Li Zhao bested his own record after achieving a time of 3 minutes, 16 seconds.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
But
How
now
did he do
remember, you can solve any. There's
Yeah, but he's
formula.
juggling.
Well, I'm just saying, you twist it and throw it up, twist it, throw it up, twist it, throw
This
it
is
up.
a good. The last person to juggle in China, of course, was the scientist in the lab who dropped one of the beakers.
Dropped the
and
bat.
we all know what happened.
Oh, no,
But,
not that beaker.
full of bat spit.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm this guy, it's amazing. He's juggling in the.
There's a video?
Yeah, he somehow can get a look at the cube and then with his thumb as he's throwing it, move the things around. It's incredible.
Can you guys juggle?
I can't.
Chick can.
Chick's pretty good.
I'm okay.
Pat, can you juggle?
No.
Could you ever?
Nope.
Oh.
But I mean, it's a completely useless skill, but it's
Say, give me something to juggle. Here we go.
Oh, all right. He's
Something quiet.
Yeah, there we go. Chick's finding a few things. Oh, look at him.
Oh, that's amazing.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, we're ready.
Here we go.
Here. Oh my goodness. That is really
The artistry.
really loud. Ace, can you juggle?
I cannot.
but
He juggles women.
It's a
Oh, yeah.
really.
No.
Right.
Oh, he's got 3 in the air at all times.
Oh, yeah.
Pat, didn't you juggle some predators once?
Oh, no, I avoided them. I don't know if you call that juggling.
So this guy, I mean, it's an amazing feat. He's 22 years old, and he's probably spent hundreds of hours learning how to do this.
Sure.
So that's fine, but the kids who spend hundreds of hours to learn the spelling bee, not good.
Yeah.
That's correct. That's dumb. They're spelling words that are never
I
used
think
by anyone.
spelling is a little bit more important than juggling
Not
in
spelling
life.
the crap that they spell in those spelling bees.
Well, it teaches you how to spell.
Exactly.
No, it doesn't. It teaches you nothing.
And it teaches you words.
Teaches you how to memorize.
And it's not too late.
Memorize great words.
Only use for that would be it might make you better at Wordle, but we're also good at that.
I always have hoped that one of your children would get involved in the spelling
Me
bee, so
too.
you would have to.
It's not
back
too late. It's
all of
not
it.
too
Yeah.
late.
And you know you're going to have another one, so.
Well, fortunately, by
for
the
number
time they hit the spelling bee, Jays, I'll be dead, so I won't have to suffer through them memorizing pointless words. So anyway, this is interesting. Rubik's Cube, he can juggle, and I'm sure this guy's sex life is pretty minimal. he can juggle 3 Rubik's Cubes, but he can't find
No, he's good
the
with his
boobs
hands.
while trying to get to second base.
Yeah, Jess is right. Good with his knee. I bet he can unhook a bra real well.
Good with his thumb.
Does he?
I'm writing this down.
Does he know where the female breasts are?
He gave her a thumb job. That's what he did.
Okay.
Well, the thumb comes in paint. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Do you call that tweaking? What do you call that?
No, you definitely don't call it tweaking.
Hey, baby, can I tweak you?
No, tweaking is peaking on drugs, right?
Yeah, tweaking.
No, but do you mean tweaking nipples?
Don't you tweak a nipple? Isn't that
Well,
the...
yeah, but
You
that's not
tune in
sexual.
Tokyo,
That's
yeah.
not...
Has anyone ever said to you, I'm tuning in Tokyo?
No.
Yeah, once.
No.
When I was a kid.
go?
Yeah, it was.
When I was a kid.
Was it a relative? Was it a family reunion?
Here comes old...
my brother.
Here comes old Uncle Pinch Dick.
Uncle Bad Touch.
Did you say Uncle Pinch Dick?
No, not Dick.
Oh,
That would have been funnier. And Uncle Pinch Dick, I want to write that down.
it was a group of my brother's friends, and one of them dared another friend to go, hey, I dare you to go get Josh's sister and tell her tune in Tokyo.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I was
Were you
14
so
years
mad?
old. I was so mad. I was so angry, yeah.
That's assault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turns out in the 90s it's not.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it is. In any event, I think this is really great. This guy can juggle 3 Rubik's Cubes and solve them. Congratulations. That's a skill.
You give me some,
Okay, we'll be back with Al Jackson.
You give me some balls, I'll juggle them.
You don't have any balls. We all know that.
Let's see. I got 2. Who's got a third?
I beg your pardon.
Didn't you have them removed a few years ago? Wasn't that your vasectomy?
They might have been in someone's purse.
Yeah.
You got them back.
I did, along with the couches. And
Okay. Thank you very much. Coming up, we've got a question for Al Jackson.
Okay.
From a listener. Got a question or two.
All right.
I hope he's seen McHale's Navy.
From a listener, huh? We got to be careful.
I've always wanted to also...
The question isn't where do you get off?
Find somebody who could somehow accurately measure Google during our show to see people thundering to their Google to search things that you talk about.
Yeah, like if McHale's Navy spiked in the last half hour.
They're either doing that or just closing their laptop and throwing their arms in.
Had enough of this.
I think Tommy Davidson brought up an interesting point. What was the name of the actress who played the character Nova in the 1968 version of Planet of the
Apes, the original.
And Ace remembered Nova was the character.
Sure he did.
And she had no lines. She couldn't speak.
Well, she was a human. They didn't speak then. The monkeys
Don't give away the end of the movie again, Ace, by the way.
Where he finds the Statue of Liberty torch. And,
hey, thanks, Rosebud was a sled.
Well, you just ruined that one.
I didn't
That's the
reference
ending of
movie.
Usual Suspect.
This is a text from a listener. Jesus, Tom. The guy said you looked like Ernest Borgnine. But he never said he was a McHale's Navy diehard. My God, I love you, Tom.
That's also one of the greatest television theme songs of all time.
It's a good one.
The McHale's Navy theme song. It's terrific. Right now, I'm going to look over that way. Oh, look who I see over there. That handsome man is Pat Godwin. Then I look to my right, and I see Josh Arnold, too. What are you doing over there?
I am thinking about all the stuff getting done at my house thanks to Angie. That's right. Angie has made it easier than ever to connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Look, if you own a home, you know how much work it can take. My gosh, whether it's everyday maintenance and repairs or something positive like making a dream project a reality, it can be hard just to know where to even start. Not anymore. All you need to do is Angie that. Find a skilled local pro who will deliver the quality and expertise you need and, quite frankly, deserve. Angie has over 20 years of home service experience. By my math, that's more than 2 decades. And they've combined it with new tools to simplify the whole process, like that wonderful Angie app that's super easy. Or you can visit them online, Angie.com, answer a few questions, and she can handle the rest from start to finish. Or help you compare quotes from multiple pros and connect instantly to make sure you're getting the best people at the best price. Which means you can take care of just about any home project in only a few taps, because when it comes to getting the most out of your home, you can do this when you Angie that. Download the free Angie mobile app today or visit Angie.com. And just a reminder, that's ANGI.com.
Thank you very much. When we come back, I want to tell you about a little something involving doing something respectful in honor of our friend Ron. So we'll get that when we return.
And also, we're going to have someone emailed us, and it's a Ernest Borgnine that Jess will realize who it is.
Oh, okay. Very good. Very good. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Bob and Tom.
Chick McGee. Chick said earlier he's never touched a cow before, but the rumors about the girls he's dated are not quite one-sided. And ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause for Belle and her people.
Oh, yeah, feel it.
She's fine. She's fine. She's just fine.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if we can get something out of there. Okay. You got the hang of it there?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? Well, you better get some milk because we don't want you to be an utter failure. All right, you ready? On your mark. Get set. And go. Yeah. There he goes. He's. Come on, keep going, Chick. The cow's leaning over towards you. When was the last time you had your head completely into the hooks of the section of the jersey? She falls over. Stay with her. Hang in there. Stay with her. Hold her back. Bill, he's a nice guy. Don't make him chase you. I wonder, Tom, did he lose a bet or something? 5 seconds. Come on, Chick. And time. It's over, Chick. You're all right. The official measure. Now we're up against a quarter already. So.
Smiley's ahead. Oh, wait a second. Yes, you did.
Well, we have a sit. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Mr. Chick McGee. What a trooper, Chick. And you know the Bob and Tom are not going to let you live this. Neither is Christy. You got a half, he got a quarter pounder. How do you like that, Vince? You know, like his milk should make garbage pies.
Oh, my God, the humanity.
Oh, there are kids here. They should see this.
We have the turd man here. It's under control. The turd man is
all right.
Okay.
Hey, you dog owners, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. Chew Works.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
ChewWorks has a hold it chew, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
ChewWorks.com.
24/7.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee and her marginal hair at the news
whatever.
desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey. Get a washcloth, will you?
What? Showered and everything.
There's Jess Hooker.
Instead of showering and everything, try showering with soap and water.
What did I do?
There is an odor.
What?
Even Pat can smell it.
Yeah, through the window.
There's Josh
I hate
Arnold.
all of you.
Pat, please write a song. I don't care what, just it has to be called I Can Smell You Through the Window.
There's Ace Cosby.
I did nothing to deserve this.
You absolutely did nothing.
Did I say hello to you?
I think so.
Okay. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Oh, wow.
And there's Al Jackson. I'm doing that because you probably can't hear me over your shirt.
We are joined by comedian Al Jackson, who looks like he's the cruise director on a big ship.
He looks like a VJ for MTV's Spring Break.
Yes.
But I'm old now, so I just do tours from where they used to do the MTV. Over there's where they filmed The Grind. This is when TRL was big.
Yes.
Bananas and pineapples.
I saw Sugar Ray get a hand job over there.
Yes, I blocked the unisex bathroom as he fell in love. Yeah. Look, I cannot stand for this anymore. Christy Lee, you are one of the most lovely human beings and women that I've ever been around. You Christy Lee,
you should see Christy and how quiet she's being right now.
She smells so. I don't think you understand how pristine this woman. The back of her neck smells like a brand new Bentley when you first open the door. Just like, oh my goodness.
That's because she just gotten out of the back seat of a brand new Bentley
with Sugar Ray. Anybody got a moist towelette and some mouthwash?
Thank you for trying. I appreciate it.
Al, people often ask, you guys insult each other a lot on the air. When you're off the air, do you do the same thing? Yes.
Yes.
Is the answer. Yeah. Okay, Al, I got a letter here. I did not see this episode, but Ben from Michigan says, I was watching DBL, the Daily Blast live show with Al, and Al and the co-host got into a heated debate about Wheel of Fortune. Al went nuts. What happened?
They started saying Vanna deserves exactly the same amount as Pat Sajak, and I'm like, he's the host. And I was like, Johnny Carson and Ed McMahon were an incredible duo, but those paychecks were different, dog. Johnny Carson had to carry the load every night. Ed McMahon chimes in. I'm not saying Ed McMahon shouldn't have been paid. Vanna White should be paid, but it can't be the same as Johnny.
And
otherwise,
Vanna,
what's the pay structure here?
And Vanna might want to wake up. She doesn't even turn the letters anymore. She just walks over there.
She taps the screen.
I think she's upset because she wasn't even offered or looked at as a replacement host for Pat Sajak.
Well,
I
she
think
hadn't had a raise in 17 years.
18 years, yeah.
That's problematic.
Yeah.
I commented on that. Like that's on her agent though. That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That she hasn't been she was getting paid $3 million a year since I think 2006, and that's a lot to us. But in terms of how big that show is, that's pennies.
Yeah.
And so somebody heard that, but that's on her agent. So to then go from that to I deserve it because it has effects on other shows. Once the host and the assistant are making the same, you think that other places aren't going to be like, okay, well that's the new business model now. Like you can't. That doesn't make sense. There's not enough.
She's making $3 million. What do they work like 3 months a year?
Something like that.
3 months, probably tape every other day, probably shoot 3 shows a day, I'm assuming.
Well, and she's got all that movie work, too, that she's doing because she's in demand because she's such a great actress.
All right. Hey, let's talk about something else.
That's right. She was Venus.
She was Venus. Yeah.
I do not remember.
I'm not aware of that.
She was Venus, the goddess Venus, in a made-for-TV movie once. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Did she have lines and stuff?
Oh, yeah. She acted as best she could.
Did they CGI her arms off?
What's wrong with her arms?
Does it look like I'm coming to you from the cosmos? I think my camera phone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh, that looks cool. It just says webcam.
I like that.
Yeah, Al, if you think you were black before.
Sorry, Al. That was an insane thing.
Wow. That one was queued up.
Well, Al Jackson is our guest. And Al is one of the very fine hosts of DBL, the Daily Blast
Well,
Line.
thank you. And shout out Vanna. But pay her money. Well. But come on.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with you, Al.
Now, do you ever watch that show, Al?
I feel like you're either a Jeopardy or a Wheel of Fortune person, and I was a Jeopardy guy. Wheel of Fortune, my ex-mother-in-law was one of those people, she could get it with like 3 letters. Like her brain worked in those weird phrases, springtime fling or something. I'm more like Jeopardy. My brain works like that, so I'm a Jeopardy guy. What about you?
Do you play Wordle?
No, because I have an active sex life. So.
I'll write that down as an insult. Thank you very much.
Make sure to underline it.
Have you ever watched Steve Harvey on The Family Feud? I don't know what he's getting paid, but that looks like the easiest job in the face of the earth.
He sure seems to be having fun.
He comes out there.
He makes it good.
Yeah. He's Steve Harvey, and boom, down the road, man.
Wait, now let me ask you guys this, because Family Feud, it's changed a lot where it's more entertaining now than it used to be.
Yeah.
But it is a lot more like overtly sexual. It's not really about the answers anymore. It's like, what is something your wife wants in her mouth first thing in the morning?
No.
You're like,
exactly.
You're like, what?
I think they're trying.
You're with your kids.
God.
Al, they're doing a little bit of what the Tonight Show became when Fallon started hosting. Is the idea wasn't to get ratings during their airings. It was to go viral.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
I think they're programming to that now.
So much sense. Okay.
Do they ever on your show, Al, do they ever encourage you guys to get into fights?
Into fights?
Because, they will have things that they know that some of us, like my co-host Jeff, like he's really into he's anti-junk fees and he's like the kind of person who'll read his cell phone bill and then call him like, what's this 10 cents of anonymous charge? Like he'll really call Verizon with that. Oh. So like some we'll do stories that sometimes they know people are emotional about, but like no, all the times that we've gone viral, when I went viral with the Popeye's chicken, like that's like I don't know if that's something you could plan. It just kind of comes out.
I don't think you can force viral.
No, but I think that you can open the door for contentious discussion.
Sure.
And by the way, Jeff sounds like a real treat.
he's an old. You know what? In a day and age where like the term conservative is thrown around, like I feel like Jeff is like a real old school in that like he is conservative with his money. He's conservative with how he thinks. Like he really is like he doesn't like any little thing. He's like, hey, where's this charge coming from? And what's this? And I think a lot of us, when you look at your bills at the end of the month, I bet you that's most of your money is like those little $10 fake fees that you pay that you don't really look at. I think that's like how they get you.
Now Ace is our consumer reporter over here.
I like Jeff. He was Big Brother.
Yeah, Jeff and his wife Jordan, who won Big Brother. She was on our show yesterday.
They met on Big Brother.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they met and got married. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. We're talking with Al Jackson.
I thought Big Brother was a show like Biggest Loser, but for black guys.
Wow, hey, that got no laughs. Nice.
Wow. That got one from me.
Yeah, thank you, Al.
I just got it.
Was on BET.
Wouldn't you watch a show called Big Brother and it was just a bunch of black guys trying to lose weight?
Well, tonight on Big Brother.
I'm trying have they had like
Screw you.
a black
That
person
is a
in
joke.
Biggest Loser?
That is right up your alley. And for some reason, you're nervous.
You've said Brother Christmas for decades
Yes,
for
that's
Santa
true.
Claus.
Yeah, now, Al, as you know, in England, they call Santa Claus Father Christmas. And I was wondering if they call the black Santa Claus Brother Christmas. Never got even a chuckle.
I should have learned from that.
First of all, Brother Christmas sounds like a movie that like Jordan Peele would direct. And he's got like some kind of interesting angle on it. Like he does that, but he also DJs at night or something. There's no presents. Brother Christmas is out DJing late. There's some ladies came up. You know how it goes, kids.
Okay, Josh, Big Brother, a very funny joke.
I love that joke.
Did you ever hear
Christy Smell has been attacked?
Oh, I know.
Josh has been attacked.
Did you ever hear my bit Brogaine?
Yes.
The Rogaine hair regrowth to regrow an afro.
Right.
I'm not sure that's politically viable anymore.
Well, they used to have that one black dude on the Hair Club for Men commercial, like the original.
Yes.
There was that one black guy where, like, because they were trying to show, like, hey, everybody could use this. But every black guy was like, his hair looks weird. Look like Mercury Morris's hair.
All right. Mercury Morris. There's a nice reference. We've been doing
Shout out to the 72 Dolphins.
Yeah. Where are we in time here? Oh, yikes. Al, we got to get some words out here now. Once again, Al calls to help get me hipper, if that's even possible.
Help get you hip at all.
Okay. What do we got in the world of language, Al?
All right, let's do a little verses, Tom. So I want you to tell me the difference between these two phrases.
Okay.
Tom, if somebody says you need to take several seats, how is that different from them saying, yeah, I had to sit down for a little while?
You need to take several seats.
Versus you have to sit down for a little while.
Wow. I assume you have to sit down for a little while. It means calm down, right?
No.
You have to take several seats? Or I need to sit down.
Do you have any ideas on this one, Josh?
I do, yeah. And no, Tom, it's not what I have to do on an airplane.
Take several seats.
Now it's gotten to the point where I don't even have to do the insults. I just look at Josh, and he does them himself.
And you're proud of it.
Yes, that's how you know that
There are some who would say,
taking hold.
After I did that Big Brother joke, there are some who out there would go, Josh, you need to take several seats.
You re-educate yourself?
You need to back off. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're doing. Sit down and stay down.
Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah, he got take several seats. Sit down is something totally different, and it's very unpleasant.
Oh, I don't know that. Huh. Okay.
Just the phrase sit down?
Yeah, you had to sit down. People, you don't do the right thing. Sometimes this happens.
No.
Sit down.
Are we supposed to explore this, or should we just let it go?
Is it like in a talent show?
Are you challenging someone?
No. If you did something really bad, really, really bad, you'd have to sit down for a while.
Somebody's going to fight?
Go to prison?
Yes. Look, check out the big brain on Christy.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're going to be sitting down for a while.
Yeah, that's it.
I see. It's so you don't get sodomized.
Yep, that's what it is.
Or it's because
if you're sitting on your butt.
Sitting on the cot.
Just sitting on a cot.
Harder to access.
Right.
Well, some would say it depends on what you're sitting on.
That's probably the origin of that.
Could a person say, hey, how's your uncle doing? I'm like, oh, man, he's not. He's sitting down upstate right now. Is that okay to say it that way?
That's perfect. Just like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my uncle's sitting down for a little while, but he's back, man. We're having a party on Friday.
All right.
That's what he said. Yeah. All right. Well,
although when he comes to the party, he won't be sitting down. He's got to stand. His ass is still kind of sore.
There it is.
We got to get a donut.
Sorry.
If there's any justice, if there's any karma in this world.
Well, he's not going to go to jail.
Oh, well, at least he needs to get boo-fooed.
Okay, Al, do you have one more for us?
In a really rude way.
Of course I do, Tom. Let's see, we'll do an easy one for you. Tom, what's the difference between securing the bag and being in your bag?
Securing the bag means you got the pay. You got paid big time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
got the bag. And what was the second one? What was it?
And being in your bag. You got the first one.
Oh, you told me being in your bag.
And it's not being drunk, right? Because he's half in the bag.
No, even though I like that one. I've always liked that. And I wonder where that originates.
And is in the same sense of like Papa's got a brand new bag in which his particular sphere of interests are now focused on something other than the previous bag?
You know what, Tom? I'll take that. Your bag is whatever you do. You're in your bag right now. You're on the radio.
Yeah, what you're into.
So,
that's right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like Christy's bag is all these cool cars she's got.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Currently 13.
Oh, I
classic
wish.
cars.
No, I only have
What
one.
about the old cars? Are those old bags? Look at that old bag.
Somehow we it all recycled back to this. Al Jackson is our guest. You can see him in the Daily Blast live. Al, it's always a great pleasure to speak to you. And
hey, I love you guys.
And
we love you.
We can't see you anymore.
Well, just no pants off. Yeah, beautiful man.
Damn! Wow. So you're going to have to go sit for a while due to the charges.
Exactly.
Okay. Thanks, Al.
See you, Al.
I love y'all.
Is sports over yet?
No, we got one more world record.
Okay.
Stupid.
Christy, we're not going to do it now. When we come back, we'll have to do it.
You really could have slept in the last 4 days.
I know, right?
Hang on. I don't know if Jess, did you hear this? Ready?
Yabba-dabba-doo. When you do for a beer, Bush does it. Oh, there's a lot of Bush gonna be sold.
That's
fill her up, Fred.
That's Fred Flintstone.
Yeah. That's Ernest Borgnine. No?
No.
That's what's his name? We looked up his name one time.
But the point is they
Ernest
actually had children's cartoon characters selling beer.
And Winston's. And Ernest Borgnine was the cabbie in Escape from New York. Have you seen Escape from New York?
He sure was, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's a great movie. Now,
Snake Plissken.
Coming up, we have interesting things about the ocean. Not only is it wet,
it's cold.
It's hot.
It's hot.
It's hot. Hot.
Yeah.
Okay, and we've got a stunt guy setting himself on fire.
He's hot.
It's a hot stunt. That is one hot stunt. Right now, I want to talk about great food in the summertime.
Tell it, brother.
HelloFresh knows the last thing you want to do is spend too much time at the grocery store. How about this? HelloFresh, they do the grocery shopping. They do the measuring. You just put it together, and you're talking about restaurant-quality food. And right now, you can get 50% off with a special offer from HelloFresh at HelloFresh.com/BTShow50. Now, we got the key is the word fresh. And it's peak time for a lot of produce right now, of course, and HelloFresh wants to take advantage of that. Lots and lots of stuff, farm-to-table stuff, 40 recipes each week at least to choose from. You could have vegan stuff way over here or over there, good old-fashioned comfort food, things like crunchy curried chickpea bowls or creamy dill chicken cutlets with green beans and potatoes. Great stuff, great food. All you do is put it together. They've done the measuring. They've done the shopping. The kit arrives at your house, and sometimes in as little as 10 minutes, you've got a beautiful restaurant-quality meal ready to go. By the way, sign up today, 50% off plus free shipping. I said free shipping with the code BTShow50 at HelloFresh.com/BTShow50. That's BTShow50, HelloFresh.com/BTShow50. On a serious note here, I want to get this right. We've been getting a lot of correspondence about the sad death of our friend Ron Sexton, the guy that did the voice of Donnie Baker, and among many others, Floyd and Kenny. Ron's widow has asked us to tell you the following. If you'd like to make a donation in Ron's name to the Honor Flight program, you can go to honorflight.org/donate. The Honor Flight organization, they do these trips to Washington, D.C. for veterans of World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, because the memorials are right there, of course, by the Washington Monument. And these are really amazing trips where they take the veterans and they take them there for the day to see why they are being honored with those memorials. And Ron was a huge fan of the Honor Flights. So if you'd like to make a donation, once again, it's honorflight.org/donate, and we'll have links to that on the various Bob and Tom social media platforms. We are coming right back. We'll try not to insult each other when we get back. If you morons can follow my lead. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
The sheepskin that you
Let's not talk about the sheep.
Okay.
Brings up some really sad memories.
Okay. Well, no, I know you've got
It's tough when you name them.
It's
an
a tough
original
breakup.
song.
Yep.
This is an original song from the Electric Amish. Can you guys favor us with a tune?
Yeah, we play all originals because, of course, we're not even allowed to listen to the radio, so I don't even know what you guys hear.
That's true. Well, go ahead, but I'd love to hear it.
Well, all right. This is a little song goes a little something like this. It kind of tells you who we are.
Oh.
Carl, would you look at Barry back there? He's playing those drums like a crazy Mennonite.
Yeah, for that he will surely burn in hell.
Out in the field for 40 days. Plowing and planting and breaking the hay. My mule has rust pulling the plow. I bought him from Carl for some eggs and a cow. I work all day out in the sun. Oh, but after some meals, we start having some fun. I say, come on, Greta, lights and lamps. We're making lots of noise, but we don't got no amps. We are an Amish band. We are an Amish band. We'll help you build a barn. We just don't give a darn. We are an Amish The women folk up in Napanee are working their churns for greater Barry and me. Sweet butter, Frays make pies. Some of their cider about to make me high. Now these young maidens, they had a band. They was out to meet us boys in the band. They said, the parson's gone, now's our chance. And we proceeded to have a big square dance. We are an Amish band. We are an Amish band. We'll stay all night and play, but first we all must pray. We are an Amish band. Give it up for Graver. Oh, merciful God, please let the rest of this solo really jam. We are an Amish band. We are an Amish band. Attaboy, Graver. We'll help you build a barn. We just don't give a darn. We are an Amish band. We are an Amish band. Yeah, yeah. We are an Amish band. Yeah, yeah. We are an Amish band. Yeah, yeah.
Yay! The Electric Amish, ladies and gentlemen.
Girl, the food was great. The company, even better. Why sit here all night long, going on about the weather? I know it's our first date, and good girls gotta wait. But I just turned 83, and you said you're 78. The moon is full, you know what I'm thinking. Let's make love, we're old and we're shrinking. The hour's late, let's just do it on our first date.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Mark Eubanks. Did you go to college down in...
I went to college in University of West Virginia, Morgantown, West Virginia.
Oh, really?
I was a mountaineer.
Well, why would someone from Florida go to college in West Virginia?
Because you didn't have to be real smart to get into school there. Basically, showing up got you that piece of paper.
Valedictorian was a 2.0.
On the breathalyzer.
Now, Dwight Slade is our guest. Now, Dwight is a very healthy guy, but you were saying that you had a colonic?
I had a colonic. It's a water skiing accident that you do on purpose.
This is where they fill your lower cavity with...
Why don't you walk me through this?
With water.
No. Is there an audio component to this as the revealing is taking place?
Like nothing I've ever heard.
Yeah, they play this.
There it goes now. So, Mark, you're a single guy.
Yeah, I tell you, though, it's tough because I got these neighbors behind me.
Really?
My neighbor, Gail, very...
Gail?
Gail is a woman who just moved. Her bedroom wall is right behind mine, and she has a new boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And I found this out. His name is...
Where are you from, man?
Patterson, from Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, sure. That's famous.
Yeah, small, thugged out town. It's tiny. So small, we used to get robbed by people we knew.
That's small.
People like, stick them up. I'm like, Andre? I'm going to tell your mother, man. By the way, how is Aunt Carol? How's she doing? I'll come over for dinner.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
From the State Fair.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, check.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick. I'm excited because Pat has a special song for us.
Is that
He
right?
does.
Yes.
Does that have anything to do with the chips that taste like balls?
I have one of those.
Oh, okay.
You have a ball?
Tom, if you remember, I requested I just gave him the song title, and apparently he ran with it.
Oh,
is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
The phrase, I can smell you through the window,
Right.
came up.
I'm Chick, and here's Tom. Sounds like he's going.
Go ahead, Pat. What do you got?
Christy, you didn't shower today.
Why are you using my name?
Funk from your hair to your big toe. Oh, the stench is so bad. I smell you through my window.
Very nice.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very
Are you
much.
happy now?
Yeah.
He
Okay.
requested it.
Well, that was barely a song.
It was like a short poem, almost
Yes.
like a haiku.
Well, let me ask you this. Did you want it longer?
Did you want it? I can make it longer.
We
Good
can make a
point.
bridge.
Good point.
From the stench of your... Oh.
I tell you what.
I have a secret. I'd like to share it.
I don't mean to be blunt.
Dear Jess, this from Michael. You were wanting an Ernest Borgnine film or show. How about the Poseidon Adventure?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I've heard of it. Okay.
Have you never seen the Poseidon Adventure?
No.
Now, we were talking about this. We're still doing our sportscast, technically.
Not technically. We're still doing
We
the
were talking
sportscast.
about the throwback uniforms.
The NFL coming up this season.
Yeah, there's a meme out there right now. The headline is Baltimore Ravens unveil their throwback uniforms, and it's a picture of the team wearing Cleveland Browns uniforms.
Oh, yeah. They would have to.
That's a throwback,
exactly
all right.
Exactly right.
That's
Okay.
a chuckle.
Are you ready?
Yep.
What do you got?
Stupid world record. David Rush has broken the Guinness World Record, and I think Josh might be able to at least attempt this. The longest time balancing a guitar on his forehead.
Oh, wow.
Don't
Okay.
you- didn't you balance a broom on your head?
Very
or
good at
something?
it.
Yeah.
For how long? Was like for a minute?
Oh, longer than a minute when I was back in an usher in the movie theater. Yeah, that was very good.
Oh, really? Well, how long could you do it?
I could do it for as long as I wanted. Really? Yeah. And I learned to do it on my fingers, then I could flip to my foot, and then my foot to my fingers.
No.
Yes. I don't know that I can still do it, but I had to really figure it out.
A full-size broom?
Yeah.
One of the wider brooms?
Not a push broom,
Okay.
no.
Just a regular broom.
Yeah.
A womb broom, right?
Not a womb broom.
Whisk.
That's a mustache.
Yeah.
The womb broom.
It's very funny, isn't it?
Very.
He reclaimed the record title with a new time of 1 hour, 46 minutes, and 34 seconds.
It's a long time to have a guitar on your head.
Sure.
Yeah, that's rough.
This was Dave's
I'd like to see him do it with a set of drums.
Or a piano.
Yeah, do the whole... yeah, piano, that'd be a major accomplishment.
Just silly.
A major. Or A minor.
Yeah, sure.
You know, I think about it.
Minor.
Did it of his own accord. Thank you, David Rush.
And that is
Congratulations.
sports. That's right. Oh. Where's my outro?
Your sports outro? Well, I got it right here. Calm down.
Your kid.
Hey, Lucky, this is what you farted for.
Where do you go? She doesn't talk like that anymore, does she?
Yeah.
Is she getting older? Or?
Yeah, she's getting older.
It was like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
She's at camp right now having a blast.
Can we re-record it and she'll go, this is Chick McGee. What
Yeah, she sounds like Lauren Bacall now that she's 10.
I sound like George Sanders.
Here's Chick.
No, I want to play something for Miss Hooker.
Crap in one hand, one in the other. Okay. What?
Sure. Let's hear it.
Thank you, Jess. It's so nice to see you. Are you a fan of the band Steely Dan?
If you could tell me one of their songs, I'll let you know if I like them.
You go back, Jack.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Do it again.
Wheel turning round and round
you go.
How about Christina? FM, no static at all.
No?
You don't like FM?
Ricky, don't lose
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hey, 19.
Reeling in the years.
Oh, yeah, I love them. I love Steely Dan. They're great. They're great. I appreciate
somebody wants out of this conversation.
And as you may or may not know, Mr. Donald Fagen is still with us from Steely Dan. And
Walter Becker's not.
Sadly. But they are actually going to be opening for the Eagles on their tour for many stops.
Oh, good. I can go home early.
And I can get there. Yeah.
Late? Is
Yeah,
that
I don't
what
like
you're
the
saying?
Eagles. I don't like the Eagles either. Do you not?
You don't like the Eagles?
I don't like the Eagles. I just don't.
There are people who don't like the Eagles.
Yeah.
Big Lebowski. He doesn't care for the Eagles.
I've had a bad
Oh,
day.
no, not the...
Well, you can check out, but you can never leave. The larger point is that recently revealed, I'm going to play just a little bit of this, see if you recognize this. This was a submission to a beer company for a commercial many years ago that was not used, but it's just been released.
Once around life, once around living, once around beer and keep around Schlitz.
Schlitz.
Oh, yeah.
But doesn't that sound like a Steely Dan song?
Yeah, it does.
But
Yeah.
it
is.
They
wrote it.
Well, it was a commercial.
It's them.
It was a commercial.
You've done some stupid stuff in your past, but this is the weirdest conversation.
I think it's super
This
interesting
is.
that they submitted this and it didn't get chosen.
Because you don't know what he's saying.
Once around what? What is he saying?
I think he's saying once around life, which what does that even mean? And then once around...
But beer jingles are always meaningless.
No, you
they're
at least
not.
want...
They're
What do you
very
want?
literal.
No, it's the opposite of that. Jingles have to be very clear.
literal.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes. That's why they didn't accept this.
Like weekends were made for Michelob?
Exactly.
You knew every word there. You knew every syllable. Yep. They were all clear.
Sorry, we can't open the Michelob till Friday at 5.
Because people are off work.
Okay, we'll try to figure this out in just a second.
Or trash it. Just dump it.
No, I like it. It's a great song.
We're going to strangle it until it dies.
Yeah, we are.
Otherwise, I got a letter. If you want to hear Pat do his Edmund Fitzgerald knockoff.
No.
Well, so that's what I
Don't
thought.
bring me into this.
I think I'd rather hear that.
Okay, we'll be right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules or just scroll down to the bottom of the
Now, Donnie, I know that you're wearing a Christmassy kind of shirt, but this isn't a Christmas song next, is it?
No, this ain't a Christmas tape. This and I want one of them camel toe shirts for Angel Skinners.
Okay.
Because it is a holidays. I'll be seeing her, not by choice, but I will be seeing her. Ain't seen her since her last intervention. I caught her cheating on me again.
Oh, no.
The first time, it's because, you know, this time of year everybody does little sweet whispers, and I was nibbling on her neck and noticed her earlobe smelled like her bare feet. Well, we never did missionary, so I bust her fair and square. But then 2 weeks ago, we get back together, and I thought it was going to be another chance. And I caught her. And this time I have hard evidence because I found tonsil stones.
Really?
In her panties.
Oh, boy.
Not just 3 or 4, chick. I'm talking enough to make a decent trail mix with.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So I was like, it's been going down on you, John Coffey from the movie Green Mile. I swear to God. Remember when he had them pop rocks?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Nice reference.
I remember, Donnie.
Well, Donnie, so that explains exactly what this song is about.
That's what this tape's about. The first time I met her, when the love was tender and purely platonic, from Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols.
Oh, my God.
Is he gonna cry?
Well, they couldn't afford air conditioning. So she never had company. Her own man worked for organs, so at least she was bug-free. At the start, sort of changed later. I miss her. I miss how even her air fresheners in the car smell like white rain. I swear to God. Her dad went to work that night now. I'll never forget it. And my pants got real tight. Looked like my zip-eyes were building a beast. She gave a sign for the bedroom. And I knew it was gonna be my night, all right. And then I porked an angel. Right between her 2 wings. Then I porked an angel. Crash. Scanners is her last name. But, see, we didn't have no rubbers. Not even a wet nap. I mean, none that I ever seen. But I saved the day. I just used her covers like a hoodie. Now she blames me for their static clean. Slow down. Let it simmer, Dusty. Just a whore named Angel. Yeah!
Hey, you dog owners, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. Chew Works.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
ChewWorks has a hold it chew, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
ChewWorks.com.
Bicentennial. The national anthem that year was performed by famous blind entertainer Tom Sullivan. Let's listen to this rare recording of his pre-game performance.
Oh, say, can you see?
Mr. Sullivan.
What?
You're not on the microphone. Take 3 steps forward.
Oh, okay. Is this? Oh. By the dawn's early light.
While organizers were applauded for their support of people with disabilities, fans and critics alike agreed that a stage 12 feet off the ground was a particularly bad idea.
A little help now.
This has been great moments in NFL history.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
We have also a Matt Fulcher on here. Matt, I know you're a rap fan.
Right.
Do you curse a lot in your...
Well, you know, on the radio, they take out all the curse words, which means they take out all the words. You know what I mean?
Oh, sure, for the rap songs?
Yeah.
Sure.
Turn on the hip-hop station, it's like, I'm gonna you up so bad, gonna in the to your mother man. And after that, I'm gonna, your mother sister gonna not even gonna kiss her. something like that.
Yeah. Rick Schrader is our guest, and Rick is on his, well, frankly, you're on your second marriage. I don't know if I should bring this up.
Yes, I am. Maybe men and women living together is just too much anyway. I think, it's just too much pressure. I think men and women should live around the corner from each other. Much better let you call each other up every morning. Hello, you being a jerk? Yes, I am. Click, right? That's you. Go to a movie, instead of getting up every morning and spinning the big pain wheel. Today's mind game, vague remarks about your failures at work. Hey, all right.
Bob and Tom, 24/7. Oh, yeah.
9 to 5 today.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Starting all over. Starting fresh. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, Chick.
There we go. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Good morning, buddy.
Good morning to you.
Here's Jess Hooker. She's here.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's where it falls all apart. It's Tom Griswold.
I think we need a palate cleanser to get the show back on the rails.
All right.
Okay, all right. What do you have in mind?
Something that will get everyone back to basics, feeling good about themselves.
All right.
Who's that? The deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
I usually don't do outside material, but I just thought this was fun.
All right.
What do you call a fish with two knees?
What?
A two-knee fish.
So by outside material, you mean outside the realm of comedy?
I didn't write that.
I see.
Okay,
That's a cute one.
Thank you very much. Before we get back to whatever it is we're going to get back to, I want to mention that there is a thing we can do here if you're interested. We have been talking about the sad news of the death of our friend Ron, and died last week. And we've been talking about it and letting everybody know that we do have some videos and various things posted on our various social media platforms, the website, etc. But one thing you can do if you're a fan and wanted to do something in Ron's honor, he was a big fan of what's called the Honor Flight program. You've probably heard about these. This is in which the program in which they will send veterans to actually see the memorials that are there in their honor. The World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam Memorial. They're all near the Washington Monument. And this is a thing in which a plane, they set up special planes to take these folks to Washington, D.C. It's a great program. Ron was a huge fan of that, went there with his dad, actually, on one of them. If you are a fan and want to do something in Ron's honor, you can go to honorflight.org/donate and make a donation. So we have links to this if you go to the Bob and Tom social media platforms. Got lots and lots of remembrances of various things that Ron did in the show. This one is kind of fun. This is from Brian. He writes, Ron became part of the Thanksgiving tradition for my family. We would get up early and prepare the turkey at Thanksgiving every year. And I have 2 recorded episodes of the Bob and Tom show, one of which features Floyd, Ron, singing Turkeys and Whores. Another one features Ron with the Pork Pistols live in the studio. It's a family tradition that will continue. Thanks, Brian. We appreciate the letter. In any event, if you would like to be part of that, once again, go to the Bob and Tom social media platforms and you will find a link to that great program, the Honor Flight program. Now, Christy Lee has been at the news desk all this week.
Yes, sir.
Well, barely.
He's only got about 3 stories out.
Yes, sir.
My back hurts from carrying the show.
Before we get to Christy,
I bet.
we've been talking about this, the release of this Steely Dan beer commercial. There's a lot, and it's not really clear.
How long have you guys been talking about this?
Since the first break.
4 years. 4 years.
And what are we trying to figure out? Why do we keep playing
I have no idea.
Why do we keep playing it?
Because it's great. It's the Steely Dan is a great band, and you should.
We could put this on your phone. You can listen to it all day after the show.
Drive around, listen.
Yeah, how about that? Driving around in your car?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fun?
At 2, okay. Okay, fine. It's just some fun from Steely Dan. I'm a big fan. Okay, Christy Lee is at the news desk. What the news desk? What have we missed?
You said news dick.
No, if you were doing news.
A school librarian.
Oh, wait a minute. Got a letter here.
God, I hope it's about Steely Dan.
I do.
This is for Josh. We got into an argument about Steely Dan songs.
Yeah.
And we were mentioning some of the ones we really love.
Right.
Which is most of them. And I forget who mentioned Deacon Blues. You ever heard that one? It's got the lyric, they call Alabama the
I don't know how
Crimson
to
Tide.
go.
Call me
I
Deacon.
want to see how many times I can get you guys to sing these songs.
Deacon Blues.
We can't really do it justice, but it's
It's a good song.
Yeah.
Josh claims it's never played on the radio.
The saxophone.
This is from Dan. He goes, it's played daily.
Uh-oh.
Probably the most played Steely Dan song.
There's no way it's the most played.
It's way up there.
It's way up there, Josh.
All right.
I bet it is.
I bet it is, too.
I guess I'm
Maybe Ricky don't lose that number, perhaps.
You're a comedian.
Hey, 19.
Okay.
Which means I travel a lot, listen to a lot of radio.
You're not a DJ, all right?
Ace was the music director here, and he pointed out that we played it quite often.
The sad days. Nothing but Kiss.
You were.
You know what? Then
you were at a movie theater serving popcorn while Ace was working in the trenches.
No, he was inside a costume.
Oh, boy.
I may have been. That's right.
Yeah, you were
That's right.
acting like a chicken.
What do you think made people happier? The sight of Foghorn Leghorn dancing or listening to Deacon Blues on the radio? I
Boy,
guarantee
that's
I guarantee it was the chicken.
Well, if you're 10.
That's right. 10-year-olds around the world prefer Foghorn to Steely
You would
Dan.
not see a little kid laughing and clapping their hands when Deacon Blues started.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
You're right.
Yeah, I don't suppose. I don't suppose a lot of kids would really like the lyric where the guy
Drink Scotch whiskey all
drinks
night long.
Scotch whiskey and dies behind the wheel. Not a kid-friendly lyric.
No.
That was the chorus, wasn't it? Drink Scotch whiskey all night long.
Do we have
die
Deacon
behind the wheel?
I just know it.
Want to hear a little bit of it?
Oh, boy, do I.
There it is.
All those chord changes.
Josh, they play this song.
Yeah, maybe when... Isn't it also over 7 minutes long?
So what? It's a great song. These are great.
So
This
therefore,
is a good
there's
song.
no way it was played more than other Steely Dan songs.
DJs have to pee.
Yeah.
I don't care how badly they have to pee.
Great lyrics. Oh, it's a great song.
This is played on like the station Deep Tracks, maybe daily.
With my favorite DJ of all time, Earl Bailey.
Yeah, I agree with you, but
is that Earl Bailey is the greatest DJ that does that kind of DJing as a DJ can be DJ.
So therefore, Ace, there's no way you programmed an over 7 minute song that often.
We were an album rock station.
AOR,
Yes.
baby.
Sunday night at 9 p.m., I bet, is when we play Deacon.
Every day at 6 o'clock. Start the show.
Freebird is what, 6 minutes long, right?
We didn't play it in Morning Drive, I would say that.
Yeah, but there was a radio cut.
If you heard like Frampton Comes Alive in Morning Drive.
This one.
Yeah,
Does it look like I'm on the keyboards?
yeah, it does.
While the music plays, you work by candlelight.
This is about Owsley.
San Francisco nights.
It's about LSD. Josh.
That's fine. There's way better Steely Dan.
Yeah.
No, there's not. It's the best.
Turned it on.
Turn it off, please.
See, even Tom can't stand
No, we can't discuss it if it's playing.
Is that Kid Charlemagne? What is that one?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's about Owsley and acid.
Simply not very
Wonderful
good.
song.
That one I
It's a
don't
great
care
song.
for that much either.
And
That's
Christy and I
on
both
my
love the song FM.
FM.
The best thing about that movie is the song FM.
Ah, I love that movie, but
No
I was
static
in
at
a...
all. You loved that movie. It's a
Well,
little-
that's because I was in
it's a-
radio. I was a baby DJ.
It's a
and
little dated.
I thought it was
You remember
cool.
the name of the station in the Q Sky?
Oh, that's right.
And radio was nothing like that.
I've never seen it.
Okay, now, in any event, they've uncovered this classic Steely Dan beer jingle. It's absolutely
Can't be
fabulous.
classic if it has to be uncovered.
Once around life, once around living, once around beer and keep around Schlitz.
Okay, there you go. Schlitz.
You know what else?
Oh, another good one.
Does it look like on the keyboard?
No.
Yes, it does. Yeah, you're really
You're moving your hands too much.
Am I?
No, it's a stupid look on your face.
No, I like.
I'd like to apologize to Mr. Fagan for this.
I would love to tour the Southland in a traveling minstrel show.
Thank you very much. In any event, Steely Dan fans, you can
how do
see
you
them
turn it
opening
off?
for the Eagles, or you can listen to their new jingle. It's kind of
Oh.
You happy now, Josh?
I do. I love Steely Dan, but I just can't believe that my favorites aren't your favorites. I think that's what I'm upset about.
What is your favorite
You're a
again?
Can't Buy a Thrill fan.
I am. It's the Can't Buy a Thrill stuff that's the best, in my opinion. My very humble opinion that I insist you all share.
Dirty Work's phenomenal.
Dirty Work?
Dirty Work is incredible, but Do It Again is fantastic.
And now we'll move forward here.
We'll be back with...
Christy Lee has had a chance to do any news.
This is the greatest Steely Dan
This
song.
is a great song.
It's okay.
What?
It's no Kid Charlemagne. It's a little too mellow.
They can all be good, you know.
That's not true.
It's not a contest.
Oh, it's a contest.
It is a contest. This is the winner.
Look, he's just dancing.
Kid Charlemagne's a song?
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought it was a rapper.
That's a fair guess.
Okay. Nobody is.
There is a
No, there
rapper
is,
called
yeah.
Kid Charlemagne.
Yeah.
The song came first.
Okay.
Oh, this is a good one.
Could we move on, please?
Oh, my God.
All right, I'm sorry.
Buy the man a watch.
Those are big words.
Oh, wait a minute.
Thinks you're going too long, chick.
The guy who can't see the green light.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
That is bold.
Because these things are
The
blocking.
green light's not on.
Well, it's not now because it's supposed to be.
burn
It's
out.
already burned out.
Well, that means I'm way late. Whoops. Back to you, Tom.
Do you know what the name Steely Dan means?
Steel drum. The band member's name's Dan. I don't know.
It's the name of a dildo.
It's a dildo,
All
Jess.
fair guesses, Jess.
It's the name of a dildo in the William
I
Burroughs.
appreciate all of the sign language I received just now.
She's familiar with the up and down broom motion.
Yeah, if you're not watching this on YouTube, what's wrong with you?
Hey, Mr. Obvious, she gets it.
Okay.
It's a reference to in a novel. by
Sorry
William
there, lady.
Burroughs, the Steely Dan.
Oh, I did not know that at all.
Yeah, it's probably better for you.
That's got to be an unreadable novel.
It's
Totally inaccessible.
Oh,
it is. And
It spends a chapter describing the room. It's awful.
right now, it's time to check in with Al Jackson. Oh, wait a minute. We already did that. I want to remind you the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Because life can be confusing. Listen to this show. You know what I'm talking about. There's 1,000 TV channels. What am I going to do? This is where maybe you got to be brought back down to earth. This is where therapy could come in. And BetterHelp is taking contemporary technology and applying it to the world of therapy. What am I talking about? Well, you actually do the therapy with a licensed therapist online. So it can be, you could be texting back and forth. You could be doing it like it's a Zoom call or just speaking. And it's, of course, extra convenient and extra flexible, suited to your schedule. Here's how it works. You have the folks at BetterHelp, you fill out the brief questionnaire, and then they will match you with a licensed therapist. And by the way, you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. So let therapy be your map. With BetterHelp, you visit BetterHelp.com/BT show. Do it today and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/BT show. BetterHelp, HELP. BetterHelp.com/BT show, and the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Coming up, Christy, what do you got over there?
I don't know. At
gonna
this
give up?
point, we're just going to try to get some news
Can we have
on.
our snack?
Yeah, let's have
Oh, yeah, we'll have a snack.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
All right,
Potato
we'll do
chips
that.
when we come
Okay,
back.
this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. Well-meaning, but
Yeah, they're home.
I think we're gonna take it down a notch and play something romantic.
Oh, all right.
You've got secrets, you're not saying a word. I can't describe just how much that hurts. I thought our love was honest and true. You're guilty, baby, and your silence is proof. How can I read your mind? Have we been living a lie? It's not up to me this time. I'm leaving it up to you, baby. Leaving it up to you, girl. I'm leaving it up to you, baby. Don't you tear apart my world. I'm leaving it up to you, baby. I'm leaving it up to you, girl. Well, I just can't believe that you're deceiving me.
It's a slow dance for Java and Christy Lee, ladies and gentlemen.
This is not a lady's choice, obviously.
You come home looking like you've been caught in the rain, smelling like cologne, and it ain't rained for days. High karate, time after time. I say this can't get much worse. No, no, no. You've got cheating in your eyes, girl, and your drawers in your purse. Oh. I can't read your mind. Hey, we've been living a lie. It's not up to me this time. I'm leaving it up to you, baby. Leaving it up to you, girl. I'm leaving it up to you, baby. Don't you tear apart my world. I'm leaving it up to you, baby. I'm leaving it up to
Java's coming to see
you. Well, I just can't believe you're deceiving me. Oh, no.
Smells like high karate.
Fantastic.
Safety first, everybody. Safety first.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening.
All right.
Good morning, everybody. It's the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hello.
How's that coffee?
It's great.
Oh, there's Ace Cosby.
I have a question.
There's Josh Arnold. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Tom, I think Ace has a question.
Ace, you have a question?
We did those mommy part chips a couple of months ago.
Yeah. Yep.
And we're about to try the daddy part chips soon.
The D chips.
Speaking for myself, and I think part of the room, we don't have a reference point.
You know when you can smell something, you can kind of taste it at the same time?
Wait a minute.
So you're saying
I'm not sure you're clear.
If we've been in a gym locker room before, all right.
Really?
That's what it smells like?
I have no idea. We haven't opened these. I bought these.
Okay.
Yeah.
A company that brought us vagina-flavored potato chips has now created the penis-flavored sequel.
They better be in like a Pringles can, right?
No.
They're not. Here
They
they
better
are.
taste like bean sprouts, is what they tell. The product's description.
What the hell is it? You and bean sprouts.
That's what it tastes like. Concede that since they are not.
Is that right? Wow.
Hang on a second. We got to do that. We got to do this.
It's not your typical.
Remember that song, A Taste of Honey? A Taste of...
Not your typical run-of-the-mill flavors. Personal experiences may vary. The company stressed that the chips are designed to be shared as an awesome gift to your loved one.
I'm nervous.
Or
What
an
if I eat
open
these
wine,
and love them?
open-minded friend with a great sense of humor.
It'd be a big change in lifestyle.
Well, at least your area would be neater.
A stereotype. There are many gay slobs out there.
Really? Is there a special organization for them?
Yeah, they're called globs.
You call that you call that a rainbow, Bruce?
I'm a glob. Are you a glob?
Okay, here we go. These are the hang on a second. These are
Where
the
did they come from?
They come from Ukraine. There's that we can't get them here in the States. I have a
Assuming there's not
guy.
much grain in them.
I have a dick chip guy.
When Josh is doing the grain blockade
Yeah,
jokes.
let's not.
Can you do that? Show that box on the video?
Show that box.
No.
Oh, I see your point, Ace.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to have
Let
to.
me see that box, Tom.
I'm going to have to block out part of this.
Show it out.
Somebody
Why? Does it have a photo of a wiener?
No, it's a drawing, but
drawing.
he could just take a Post-it note and put it over it.
Could you not describe what I'm trying to block out here?
The penis, you mean?
If we don't open this bag of chips,
Take it forever. Hang on a second.
Were these expensive, Jess?
no, it was like $36 with shipping and everything.
Yeah. I bet the chips were, what, 8? And
Yeah,
the shipping from the
from
Ukraine?
Okay,
yeah.
here's the first one. This is the lady chips. It says, lose your virginity with kettle chips Chaz. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chaz is Ukraine for...
That's actually a very pretty box.
That's sweet.
Will you please hold up the dick chips?
Okay, I've got to block part of it.
Just put your hand over
So it's no, you can't. The way it's configured, you can't. Okay.
It's kind of wide.
Yeah,
It says,
it's a big
okay,
old.
let's say there. Can you see that, Jeff? I got it.
Big Chaz.
Big Chaz in your mouth. Kettle chips.
All right.
Chaz,
So they're like slightly smaller than shoe boxes.
Yeah.
And did we take the chips out of the lady?
I don't know. I think those are probably stale. Those are done.
Okay.
Yeah.
We opened these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like them.
It was one. Oh,
These
God.
are the lady chips. What does that even mean? And you can see there's a nice drawing of a.
I like a
Sure.
mustard.
I do.
Yeah, it's an.
Ooh, yikes.
Well,
There you go.
I took
Tom just took a whiff.
Not
That
exactly.
was of the lady chips.
Took a whiff of the lady chips. Someone needs to shower. You want to try one of these, Josh?
They're
one of the lady
stale.
chips?
Yeah.
They've got to be here for 4 months. Sure, yeah.
No, we've been talking all morning to talk about the guy chips.
You have to compare. I've had them
compare and contrast.
They've been wrapped up.
I can't remember what they taste like.
You tried one?
Yeah, they're a little
The grilled chips?
vinegary.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Vinegar, ironically.
Yeah.
Are
I
they
mean,
stale?
it is.
Are they stale?
They're stale. Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's chewy.
Yeah.
That's no good.
Then stop eating them.
I'm opening.
You shut up.
Spit
Jess,
that out.
Jess, I can't get. Can you open these? Throw those away, Jess. These
You
are
can't
the.
open a bag of chips.
No,
Well,
there's
it's a weird box.
It's a box with some kind. You might need a pair of scissors or something. It's sealed in a box.
While she does that, should we talk about other food?
Oh, it looks popped right open, huh?
Yeah, look at that.
Okay.
Man, I'll tell you what, these vagina chips, there's an aftertaste that is reminiscent. Yes. They're kind of onto something.
Okay, this doesn't have a picture of a D on the front of it, but it's a guy.
Oh, with a fig leaf over
fig
his
leaf.
jaw.
Oh, there he is. Oh, he's a strapping young Aryan. Wow.
He sure is.
Holy hell.
Okay, so do you want to open those up and give them a taste?
Sure.
Let me see one of those
And I don't want to
lady
I don't want to suggest that anything personal about any familiarity you may have with them.
Oh,
Yeah. No thanks.
you're not going to tell him?
God, no.
Jess, go ahead
Will you
and
smell them?
No. All right, I'll smell
You
it.
said bean sprouts.
Okay, now these are the
I don't
ones.
know, Christy. It's
They're supposed to smell like the private area of an adult male. Is that correct?
They don't smell like that.
Okay.
No.
What would you say they smell like?
maybe like a day after the gym,
No, that
sitting on a
doesn't
tractor
smell-
all day. I don't know.
We don't want to offend our tractor
No,
driving
that
friends.
doesn't smell
Jess, you wanna-
anything like it's real salty smelling.
Well, that makes sense.
It does.
Well, salty sweat. And
It's
Come on, put it in your mouth.
There's something. Easy, Ace.
Don't just put it right in your mouth. Kiss it a little and then put it in your mouth.
There's something. There's something.
Yeah.
It's like a. Well, I was gonna say a potato, but there's something earthy about it.
Don't use your teeth.
ouch. Don't bite it. Oh.
Oh,
Are they not good?
Oh,
spitters or quitters. Just remember that.
I don't taste anything on those women's chips other than it tastes like a chip.
it's not.
Yeah, they do taste like a chip, but there was an aftertaste to me that was like, oh yeah, maybe I should.
What are you smelling?
These are the same thing.
Oh, are they the same?
Yeah, they don't
Kind of a
smell
salt and vinegar type.
Yeah.
There's something
There
very
is something.
Penis about them.
like earthy and like it's like savory, but not in a good way.
Now, is that one of the wiener chips there?
Yeah.
Wiener chip.
Yeah.
And your thoughts?
It is different. But if I didn't know this was supposed to taste like I wouldn't think
Yeah,
that.
if you didn't know, you would just be like, oh, that's an interesting chip.
I want to look at the ingredients
Yeah, look
here.
at the ingredients.
I don't like those as much as I do the
Well, there
the
you
lady
go.
chips. Yeah.
You know, they make chips that are supposed to taste like just foreskin. They look like pork rinds.
It does say blank
Delicious?
flavor.
Oh, what?
Yeast extract,
Oh, there you go.
tomato, salt, spices, smoked salt,
Cheese?
natural flavoring.
You get that hint,
D-cheese?
hint of
No
fromunda.
D-cheese, yeah.
Here, Tom, do you
guys
want to try
ready?
one?
You
Should we
wanna
try
try
Tom
it?
has to try it.
Okay. Now, which are these? These are the D chips?
Yeah.
The D flavor.
Okay.
I'll take one as you're passing.
All right.
All
Okay. Now
right.
these are the.
Oh, they're browner than I thought they would be.
That's the big one.
Oh, I
Do you
don't.
see what-
These are weird.
Don't they smell funny?
The ladies are
They
much
do smell
more,
funny.
The ladies' chips are much more inviting.
They smell terrible.
Right?
Yeah.
You know what this tastes like? If you were to take the packet of
Of ramen.
Pat said camp. Yes, Jess. If you were to
It
take the
is.
ramen packet,
Yeah.
and just that's ramen powder. That's all
that
is.
is cheap ramen. Yeah, you've nailed
Come on,
it.
Tom.
What's that
Or
word?
maybe it's ramen.
Umami, or when it's something that's savory in the flavors, you have the
Edamame?
salt. No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking
Yep.
about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's called
Yep.
uami. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. These wouldn't be umami. These would be daddy.
Oh, baby.
What do you think, Tom?
Well, he's putting 6 more in his mouth.
He likes the salt, and they're very salty.
Yeah, they're very salty.
Yeah.
They don't taste bad. They taste way better than they smell.
I'm with Chick.
Is that the same with...
If you were at a party,
Unfortunately.
and these were in a bowl, in a bowl, you wouldn't go, these taste awful.
Yeah.
Oh, these taste
I'd
like
want to dip them in something.
Like ranch dressing.
Smother them in underwear?
Soap and water.
What is that? What was that old saying? My balls smothered in underwear?
Or a tube steak smothered in underwear?
That's it.
Well, these would make a nice gag gift at your next holiday celebration.
Speaking of weird foods, French's and Skittles are teaming up to release mustard-flavored Skittles.
Mustard-flavored Skittles.
No, thanks.
In honor of National Mustard Day, August 5th, fun-sized packs of mustard Skittles will be given away for free through an online sweepstakes and in select cities along the East Coast.
I entered to win.
No.
Oh, okay.
I did.
All right, yeah.
Just to see if we can get some,
The Mustard Mobile, a bright yellow vintage bus complete with giant mustard Skittles on top, will travel to Atlanta on the 31st, Washington, D.C. on August 2nd, and New York City on August 5th. As Jess mentioned, if you're a fan, you can visit French's.com/mustard Skittles to enter for a chance to win a pack. I hate mustard.
You do?
Yes.
You don't like mustard or mayonnaise?
No.
I love all mustard.
I do too.
No.
What the hell?
I'll use it in cooking, but I won't eat it.
Is it Jurassic Park where they say you spent so much time asking if we could when you should have been asking if we should?
Yes. Yeah.
That's mustard Skittles.
Okay, fair enough.
Do you really want to do that?
This is really something.
But they sound awful.
I know people in Chicago get mad when you put ketchup Skittles on a hot dog.
Yeah.
The Ohio State Fair debuting an unusual dessert this year, along with traditional offerings. Sweet deviled eggs will be making an appearance.
That sounds like an old Southern woman's curse word.
Sweet deviled eggs.
Sweet
deviled eggs, Ma.
Bedroom.
Sweet deviled eggs. Josh, put that thing away.
According to the Takeout, the Ohio Poultry Association is serving chocolate deviled eggs, s'mores deviled eggs, lemon meringue deviled eggs, and cotton candy deviled eggs.
Ugh.
Nope.
S'mores deviled eggs are the latest flavor or offer, while lemon meringue made its debut last year, and the chocolate deviled eggs appeared briefly in 2019.
How about that?
So this is common with, they do this with hummus, and they do it with avocado.
You know what? That chocolate hummus,
That's good. It's right. She's right.
Dark chocolate hummus is
dark chocolate
really
hummus
good.
is very good. Yeah.
No kidding.
It is
with
really
the
good.
pretzel chips, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very good, but it's yolk and avocado and the hummus. They all absorb the flavor of whatever you're seasoning them with. So I can see where this wouldn't be bad.
We learned our lesson. We were dismissing the notion of the hamburgers instead of buns. They used the Krispy Kreme donuts.
Right.
We all poo-pooed that till we had one and realized it was the greatest thing that had ever been prepared by any chef.
Yeah.
So good.
I am a huge deviled egg fan.
Yeah, they're quite good.
But I don't know if I would want...
But deviled eggs traditionally have mustard in them.
No, but this is not mustard. This is...
Well, then, I mean, if
this
it's
is
just
cotton candy deviled eggs.
All they're doing is using the yolk. Everything else, nothing from the deviled egg is in there except the yolk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so it's not like mustard and all that.
No.
Paprika.
They're just using the yolk.
Yeah.
They're flavoring the yolk with sweet instead of savory.
S'mores, great. Deviled eggs, great. But s'mores, deviled eggs,
I bet you'd be surprised.
Oh, we'll have to give it a shot.
Well,
I can try it.
It's at the Ohio State Fair.
I need to get some of that dark chocolate hummus.
Okay, we'll get some for next time.
Other new foods this year include...
Aren't there booger-flavored jelly beans out there?
Yeah, there are.
Well,
Yeah, we did that.
We already did that, you remember?
Bean boozled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids love that game.
They sure do. They can't believe how funny it is.
Yeah.
Wasabi jelly beans?
Yeah. Other new foods at the Ohio State Fair include crawfish bowls, a flaming hot Cheeto burger.
Hey!
Not flaming. Not flaming that way. The guy eats 2 potato chips and all of a sudden...
A gelato taco.
We've got Emery from the Boys in the Band over there.
Oh, God.
Well, that's a reference.
Yeah, it sure is.
Great actor.
A gelato taco.
Yeah.
By the way.
And a nacho sundae where they take broken waffle cones as chips and hot fudge and caramel whipped cream as the nacho topping.
I saw that on one of those fat shows on the Travel Channel. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
we do that with cannoli shells when they break.
Those are good.
So good.
Very much.
Fair food. I'm going to eat it. Fair food.
Well, you are
Next
because
week.
next
Yeah,
week
next
we are going to
week.
be doing our show live from a major state fair. Details hidden from the public until such time that it's on a need on a need to know basis.
True.
Is that
We'll have
true?
to do things, of course. not.
No, he's just being funny.
Apparently not, though, judging by the deafening sound of crickets.
We're going to be in Wisconsin in November.
It's a secret location.
No, that's...
You know, if you keep saying it's a secret, people aren't going to come.
Yeah, that's what
I know
he
that's
wants.
what he wants. Well, we would like our listeners there.
And I think they want to
Isn't
come.
listening enough?
Well, then why are we going if you don't
For
want
the
them there?
food.
Tent.
Okay. What could you eat more, Josh?
What's that?
Shrimp or deviled eggs?
I could eat more shrimp.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Of course, the deviled eggs, the way they would fill the belly would. Are you saying that doesn't matter? Just taste?
No. I could eat more deviled eggs. I could eat 30 deviled eggs.
What would you? Not anything. No physiology. What could you eat more of? Deviled eggs or shrimp?
I would get tired of the deviled eggs faster. I think.
No
so,
kidding.
Yeah, so I'm going to go shrimp.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to go deviled eggs too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ace?
Shrimp.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
we've watched you eat shrimp. We do that again, but we don't have all day. It's only a 4-hour show.
The giant con that you
Yeah, you're just enjoying yourself.
eating the shrimp contest.
Pricey. Yum.
Do you eat as slow as you drive?
You've never ridden with me.
No, I've seen you leave the parking lot. It takes 10 minutes.
Hey, you know
leave my friend Ace alone.
You know where I'm going when this is
Where?
all over, sooner than we think. It's
Home.
home, my compound, the do-it-yourself, design-it-yourself security system. That's what I'm running. It's called SimpliSafe, and now SimpliSafe has something new called 24/7 Live Guard Protection, made possible only by SimpliSafe's new Smart Alarm wireless indoor camera. Plus, coupled with Fast Protect monitoring technology, if an intruder breaks into your home, SimpliSafe monitoring agents actually see and can speak to and deter them through the camera, warning them that they're being recorded and the police are on their way. The new camera, also the only indoor security camera that can trigger the alarm and instantly deter intruders with a built-in siren. Plus, the camera can sense the difference between potential intruders and maybe the family pet. 24/7 Live Guard protection and the new Smart Alarm indoor camera work seamlessly as part of the entire SimpliSafe security system to keep your whole home safe from break-ins, fires, flooding, and more. And SimpliSafe professional monitoring starts at about $1 a day. A bargain for peace of mind that it provides. And right now, Bob and Tom Show listeners get a special 20% off any SimpliSafe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. It's a huge offer for a limited time. Just visit SimpliSafeTom.com. That's SimpliSafeTom.com. Remember, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. We've been talking a lot about Ron, our friend Ron Sexton. And once again, if you want to do something in Ron's honor, he was the voice of, among many others, Donnie Baker and Floyd, et cetera, et cetera. He was a big fan of the honor flights. These are these flights for veterans. They take them to Washington, D.C. to check out those memorials for the Korean War, the Vietnam War, and World War II, of course. And if you want to make something, a little donation in honor of Ron, you go to honorflight.org/donate. Also, on a much happier note, Bob is doing well. He had his surgery a couple of weeks ago, and latest report from Bob's family, he's doing great. And on the road to recovery after some pretty serious surgery. So that's good news. Congratulations to all the great medical people helping Bob out right now. We're coming right back with something delightful, charming, and historical and historic. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show.
Cool. All right, we're ready for No Lights.
No lights and action. First time in cinematic history.
Let's do that one more time, and then I'll get some close-ups.
Ready?
Ready.
11 years of
Mr. Soprano, you're driving down the road and a song comes on. You turn it off immediately. What song was it?
Oh, shit. Give me a second on this one.
All right.
Something annoying. Well, I think there's got to be a song that just pisses, that's repetitive and annoying. What is it? Baby Shark, but Baby Shark.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, a song comes on and you turn it off immediately.
Oh, the Baby Shark. I mean, it's over and over and over. It repeats itself. Creates road rage. Jesus.
A conspiracy theory that might be true.
I don't believe dinosaurs ever here. Look at the pterodactyl. I mean, if you could fly with leather wings, every hairband would have lost their lead singer during migration.
What?
It's an old joke I used to do.
No, so here's a question. Do you want to acknowledge the camera at all at any point in this video?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
I looked at No, I don't want to acknowledge the camera. I'm ready. The rock wrestler.
Something in Atlanta.
Yeah, rock. Got the rock of Gibraltar.
What is it again? That's right. Yeah, Gibraltar. That's right.
Can't pronounce
yeah,
it.
That's fine. That's good though. That's perfect.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker. When I travel through Georgia, I make sure I go to my favorite part of the state, Savannah's. You think about it. The rocks from here, the Rock of Gibraltar's, and the Rock of Ages. And the fact remains, of all the landmarks here in Savannah, my favorite hits my ears, and I listen to it every day. The Rock of Savannah, and I just forgot the damn call letters. State
I-95.
I-95. Shit. Okay, I-95.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, can you do an impression of someone famous?
Oh yeah, the little prick from Fantasy Island. The plane. There it is.
That's good.
It's so obscure, but
that's perfect.
I had to do something that I could go up higher.
That's right, my wheelhouse.
Caliendo said something when I rush my Tony or go high, it sounds Asian. And it does.
Hey, Donnie, if you wore a warning label, what would it say?
Donnie Baker, the bastard maker. I'll put a baby in you. My favorite part of the United States, right here in the ocean cities. There's so much to see and do, and you may not have the salt life, because if you're like me, you're diabetic.
I'll do it.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, what's the worst job you ever had?
Probably bidding your mom over. Jesus.
Hey. Sorry. Hey, Donnie, can you do an impression of someone famous?
Man, I used to do a bunch of them. I used to do Crocodile Hunter. I could do him. I could do a pretty good Fred Sanford's. I could do my cousin, but then our aunt called us.
There it is.
That was great. That was great, man. Cool.
Hey, you dog owners, listen up. This is something for your big sweetie. Chew Works.
Has your dog ever scarfed down one of those chew sticks without really chewing?
Chew Works has a hold to chew, which will prevent choking and GI blockage.
When dogs can't properly hold the chew stick between their paws anymore, they tend to just swallow it.
Available in 3 sizes, mini, junior, and large. Extra large coming soon.
Their whole purpose is to provide a safer and healthier way for your dogs to chew.
Chewworks.com.
Course, and explained that the name of the event was pronounced luge and not loogie. The competition continued without any further problems. Ironically, the eventual winner of the luge event was an Austrian named Karl Boogermeister. He took the gold medal by a narrow margin over Norwegian athlete Who was disqualified?
This has been another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I could never figure this out. They're telling me it's a crime for me to forget to fasten my own seatbelt. And yet every other block, we got a fast food drive-through restaurant with some idiot pulling out with a 16-ounce Coke squeezed in between his legs, a Big Mac sandwich in his fingertips, steering with his wrist, an order of fries wedged between this leg and the console, eating, drinking, slurping, steering with the other knee, and that's perfectly okay if this guy buckles up. And until you see a man pour a piping hot cup of coffee in his crotch at 40 miles an hour, you have no idea the maneuverability of an automobile.
Comedian Bruce Clark is our guest.
How about that Pictionary? You ever play that game?
Pictionary?
Sure.
Yeah, we almost got in a fist fight over that, didn't we, Chick?
Yeah, we
Hey,
did.
and you play with your friends. They're always drunk too. You know, all your buddies are always loaded up. Playing there. I get this phrase. I draw it. You know, they're hey, how about a guy frying his own penis? How about that? Yeah, what the hell's the matter with you?
That's in Pictionary.
Idiot. It's Peter Pan, you idiot. Right in front of you here, you moron.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to...
Details on that coming up.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the news desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hi. Oh, my gosh.
In the performance room, it's Pat Godwin doing the hand jive.
Hello.
Oh, wearing me out.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
What is he thinking?
Does he know we can hear him?
I don't know.
I saw it.
There's John.
So what?
Did you see it?
I saw it.
What?
What was it? I don't know what he's talking about.
What are you talking about?
Josh ate a lot of those chips, and he's been winking at me.
Oh, gosh.
Well, I wanted you to see them.
Oh. Did I say that's Ace Cosby? Hi, Ace Cosby. How are you, buddy?
Thirsty.
All right.
You had some chips too, huh?
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold, and guess what time it is? That's right.
Haven't looked at this in a while.
Today. Why should today be?
What is the day?
Today in history.
27th.
Okay, December 27th, 19...
What?
Oh, no, it's...
Today's July 27th.
Thank you. Oh, this is a good one. I like this one. It's a good topic. 1596.
1596?
Jess Hooker, this is a question for you. You're an educated woman.
Yeah, I don't know who Steely Dan is, but I'll know what happened in 1576.
Well, you should educate yourself on the quality of the great music from Steely Dan.
Is it Martin Luther? Got to be something Martin Luther, right?
It is
Jesus?
No.
Jesus.
1596. Jesus, not back yet.
Okay.
This gentleman, the word I use it somewhat loosely, brought the first tobacco to England from Virginia in 1596.
Jim Marlborough.
James Marlborough.
Oh, sorry, James.
Walter Raleigh?
Sir Walter Raleigh.
Yeah, Sir Walter
Oh, look at the brain on Chick.
Oh, yeah.
William Virginia Slim.
That's right. That was his wife.
What do you suppose?
No, it's Mr. Paul Mall.
What do you suppose Sir Walter Raleigh would think of vaping?
An abomination, probably.
Yeah, can you imagine if Bogart were vaping instead of smoking cigarettes? Really doesn't have the romance, does it?
No.
Lighting
else?
cigarettes anyway. Just because you don't smoke, Josh, doesn't mean that. Here we go. Oh, gosh, I wish I'd seen this earlier.
I wish you would, too.
I saw it.
1866.
1866. Yes, I'm all ears.
The nearly 2,000-mile-long Atlantic Telegraph was successfully laid across the Atlantic
Every
Ocean.
day we have something about the telegraph.
Are you familiar with the telegraph?
Morse code.
Oh, Morse code?
Ah.
He can't find it. He has to do it himself.
Thank you, Dean. Thank you, Dean.
That's all right. This is for you, Josh.
Okay.
You'll get this one.
All right.
1940, Bugs Bunny made his debut in what cartoon? What was it called?
Hair.
You're close. You got it. Half of it anyway.
It's Hair aware?
I know. Wild hair.
Wild hair.
Ah, you were so close.
And fortunately, they kept making them. That was not all, folks. They made plenty of them.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Let's see now. We have... oh, that's too unpleasant.
Where did this come from?
Okay.
Why is this on my
What is it?
sound bar?
I masturbate a lot.
Oh.
Ernest Borgnine.
That's Ernest Borgnine. Yeah.
He masturbates a lot.
Is that what he says?
He said that's my... on a talk show, he said...
Right.
They asked him to his key to longevity, how he lived so long, and he said...
But real quickly, you're 91 years old. You look fantastic. You look like you're in your late 60s, early 70s. What's the secret? I don't dare tell you.
You don't eat meat. Oh.
Oh, my
there you go.
You can hear how heavy his tongue is.
I masturbate a lot.
Okay, here's a tough one here. I'll give this one to you, Chick McGee. Born in this date in 1938, Gary Gygax.
Gary Gygax.
Maybe it's Gygax. Great name. Great name.
I don't know.
Creator of Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, well, that explains it.
When he was creating the game, his wife was convinced he was cheating on her. She followed him to a friend's house and to find him and his friends in the basement.
He had a wife?
No, I was gonna say.
Hunched over hand-drawn maps.
No, it was worse than cheating.
Why couldn't you have a girlfriend?
Can't you have a girlfriend like a normal guy?
Yeah.
Josh's 7th anniversary on the Bob and Tom Show coming up on August 1st. We can't.
That means you will have been here 7 years?
Wait.
Is that the real anniversary?
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Are you sure?
The official anniversary, yeah.
Right.
Oh, I was guest hosting long before that.
Have you been here, or will this be the beginning of year 7?
I don't remember. I think 2016 I started.
Were you ever officially hired?
Yes and no.
Okay.
They're still trying me out on sports. Honest to God.
It's on a cash-only need-to-know basis.
Okay.
Tommy Davidson, we talked to him. He was great. His first job was IHOP. Linda Davidson, she was the actress who played Nova and rode on the back of the horse in Planet of the Apes.
We
I think it was
did learn
Linda
that today.
Harrison.
With Chuck Hedson.
The first one.
Harrison? Linda Harrison?
Yeah, Tommy Davidson.
Tommy
Linda
Davidson. Both of these say
Walter
Tommy
Raleigh.
Davidson and Linda Davidson.
Well, Mark is a busy
caught
man.
that.
He doesn't
I
always
should've
get
caught that.
every detail.
Al Jackson said Van White's getting what she deserved.
You can see that, can't you?
Another way to do it.
I wasn't looking at the screen.
Hey,
What does it say?
Friday's coming. We'll be back Friday.
All right, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.